What is up, everybody? NC.
JC and.
We got some news for you today, and as you may have seen from the thumbnail, Cody Rhodes, his career is in dire straits. It's on life support. He's failing. He looks like fucking a dead alien in that bed, but yeah, Triple H
The other thing that'll keep me alive is the title shots.
pretty much going by the title shots, and he had to get his rematch immediately. Look at this.
God.
Cody Rhodes pins Jey Uso, setting up his title rematch against Sami Zayn on Raw next Monday. So a little spoiler just to save you time, not like you would watch SmackDown anyways, but that's what's happening, is Cody Rhodes is immediately getting his title shot. Will he win it in the rematch? I don't know. I mean, I'll laugh if he does. It'll kind of be like a fuck you to us because we did the Triple H as a bad book on Sami being a champ. But whatever. I mean, I look at it like it was bound to happen anyways. His reign was short-lived. It's a terrible thing to begin with, but still, he's just a transitional champion. This is what we got.
Oh, yeah.
But this also pissed off the fans, too, because he was hanging out with Secretary Kennedy. And then the fans started catching notice and noticing that, you know, Hyrule Husky has a little bit of a MAGA past and started putting it all together. So the fact that he's getting a title shot again, the fact that he's not very well liked right now, and the fact that he's putting out this MAGA shit is not helping out Cody's career. So that's why the thumbnails look perfect. Really, his career's on life support. It's never been as low. I would have to say he had more fanfare even in AEW than he does now.
Because, like, that's the thing. It's like, what do you do with this guy going forward? Like, that's the problem. It's like, if you have to keep putting the title on him, eventually you're going to end up in a position where the fans will be completely against him. Like, right now, Cody is polarizing. If this continues, if they keep doing this back and forth thing, yeah, Cody's going to have a few diehards, but like 70, 80, 90% of the crowd's going to be against him. He's going to be getting booed out of the arena. And I'm pretty sure even the networks are going to get tired of it.
Oh, yeah. They're not going to like it very much, but hey, the fans are bringing up everybody else and saying, hey, these guys were at a white party, they're MAGA too. So yeah, it's like it's a crash down effect from Cody doing it. Now they're pointing out Logan and Roman going to white parties. You know, Vince did the P Diddy parties back in the day. Is it just what rich people do? They go to parties, especially millionaire parties. Do they always engage in sexual activities? No. This is just, hey, you're rich and famous, come to my party. That's all it is.
Right. Well, that's what it is. Like, and like, at least on the surface, that's what it is. So, like, I could imagine, like, maybe Logan Paul or Jake Paul or one of them, or maybe or some other people may just like, hey, you know what? I'm rich. I want to go to this party because other rich, successful people are there. I'm gonna go there. Right. I'm gonna party. I'm gonna have fun, not knowing the dark underbelly of the party. You know, or maybe they know. Who knows?
I mean, shit. Tony Khan was at one.
Good
so
point.
We gotta hold it to both sides. Just saying.
Right. That's a good point. And I find it funny that the AEW fans, if they're going attacking Roman and Logan and Jake over that, there are pictures of Tony Khan at these white parties. So are you not going to go after him? Or are you not going to call him out and hold him accountable? No.
If you're rich, here's how it goes. If you're rich and famous, you hang out with other rich and famous people. That's how it
Right.
is. It's not always a sexual thing, you know, just saying.
No, not at all. I mean, that's what the Bohemian Grove was. It was a thing for the rich and the powerful. They'd get together and they would do things. Yeah, but like, that's the thing, man. It's that the elites have done this throughout history. This is nothing new. They're just doing it out in the open in front of your face now.
Straight up. But, you know what? Roman is already being booked for a big match. So, Noseman had the following to say.
A main event 14 years in the making. The stakes couldn't be any higher. The prize any more valuable. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Hashtag SummerSlam.
I just don't understand. 14 years in the making, and we've already seen it 14,000 times. How's it 14 years in the making when we've already seen it?
Well, right. Well, like, how is it a story? Like, where's the beginning, middle, and an end? Was this all planned out ahead of time? Because that's what a story is. What this is just they have history. Okay, that's not a story. That's history. There's a difference there. Okay, and then the other thing, too, is like, so Roman, I'm supposed to believe that Roman's character has not changed at all over this time. That the Roman Reigns that we had 14 years ago in WWE is the same exact Roman Reigns we have today, even though physically that's not even true, right? So it's just ridiculous on its face that Roman would give two flying shits about Seth. I've never gotten a win over Seth. Meanwhile, I'm the WWE World Champion. I've got my own successful faction. I'm a Hollywood star. Why the fuck would he care about Seth Rollins and not beating him one time? Who cares? That's a horrible storyline.
Which is why I hated it, because they already had seeds for Seth Rollins with him feuding with the Vision, getting his comeuppance with Logan Paul. None of that. They just dropped the whole Vision storyline. They're like, everybody's hurt. Fuck it. We're going to have to move over to Roman with no real setup or backup plan at all. No. You know, and even then they could have had Logan on TV in a crutch, you know, coming out in a crutch, coming out, you know, maybe bandaged up and saying, talking shit. That's all they would have had to do. But no, they couldn't even have that.
No.
Just really bad storytelling going on in WWE, and it's from all sides. And it seems like not just Sami, Seth, all his boys, Cody, they're all getting their shots right now. It's very interesting to see all of his boys, so to speak, getting these top spots. And
but you know what, shots. NC? You know what I would say? Like, I would just give a quote from a dumbass on this whole situation.
Just have fun, you know, we're fun. We're entertainment. Why are you taking it so seriously? Why are you getting on my ass for? Come on.
Because that's your fucking job, dumbass.
Right.
That's what it comes down to. It's like when you're a millionaire and you're the owner, pretty much the owner of WWE. I don't look at people look at Triple H as like the grand leader, king of WWE. When you're the king of WWE, it's all on you, bro. If you can't take the stress, get the fuck out of the kitchen. Let somebody else take it.
Well, that's the thing. It's like there are idiots online who are convinced that Ari Emanuel and Mark Shapiro are booking everything from the bottom of the card to the top of the card, and those idiots don't realize that literally Triple H, his specific role in the company is to be the head of creative. That's the head of content for all of WWE. That's his role. But you have idiots on social media that are convinced otherwise because of that one taken out of context quote from Mark Shapiro.
Oh, they always will. Yeah, well, we got names. We're not going to name them, but you know who we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So let's talk about this. WWE touts 74.2 million bot views for social media videos related to Sami Zayn's WWE title victory. And this is what, to me, anytime I hear something like this, where they're jacking off about all the social media views that somebody got for a title win, I'm thinking about how many views did it get on SmackDown? How many views did they get on Raw? That's what really matters at the core, because X is just, it's fantasy land, dude. It really is fantasy land. And when it comes down to it, same thing with Instagram, all these other social media apps. What we got to do is we got to deal with the core numbers. And I hate to say it, YouTube and Nielsen's are the closest we got to core numbers of what this shit does. And what I'm seeing on YouTube, even with, what is it, over 200 million subscribers, they're shit in the bed.
No, they are. I mean, and again, like, that's the thing about social media views, is that it could be so easily botted, and like WWE would have an incentive to do it to make their company look better. Like this is not like Nielsen, where it's like ad dollars are literally spent on Nielsen ratings. That is what largely determines how much. That's why like people pay like millions of dollars for a 30-second ad on the Super Bowl, is because of the Nielsen ratings, of what the expected Nielsen rating is going to be. It's going to be massive for the Super Bowl, right? That's typically like what they use for TV advertising dollars. But I say all that because, like, you're right. At the end of the day, it's like, if that the Nielsen ratings are going to be more valuable. They're going to be, and at least in my opinion, because they're at least trying to get a more accurate number over time. Is it perfect? No, nothing's perfect. But Nielsen literally is trying to adjust the formula to get a more accurate number of how many people are watching.
Yeah, so no matter what they say, oh, we're including social media and these Nielsen views. No, they're not. They're not for them to be saying 74.2 million people. There's no way in hell 74.2 million people know who the fuck Sami Zayn is. You'd be lucky to get 2 million. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way. Like, only the hardcore fans are going to give a shit about Sami Zayn winning the title. Well, I take that back. The hardcore fans, and then there's a lot of outrage that Sami Zayn won the title. Are you kidding me? I got to see how fucking stupid this is. And what you're probably going to see, in my opinion, is Sami's going to hold it until SummerSlam, and then he's going to drop the title to Cody. More than likely, that's what's going to happen. Or shit, he may even drop it on Monday night tomorrow.
But even then, that's why, like, I'm not very outraged, because I know Triple H makes retarded decisions.
Right.
That's why when people are saying WWE's fucking dead, they put a bum as a champ, I'm like, dude, they've been dying for fucking, like, ever since Triple H stepped into office and Vince left. What are you talking about?
The corpse is getting stinkier, you know?
It is. It's getting a real whiff to it. But let's go ahead and talk about this. So Sami Zayn says critics are idiots for thinking WWE champions must look one certain way. So here's what he had to say. To me, I equate that with almost like staying in your hometown your whole life and never going to New York City and then never realizing that there's a whole planet out there and there's billions of people out there and there's billions of ways to do things and there's billions of different cuisines and cultures and dances and whatever. There's a whole universe out there and you gotta broaden your horizons a little bit. Maybe I say this because traveling the world has been so important to me and it's shaped my worldview. If I'm not just your cup of tea, fair play, but the idea that a champion needs to be this or needs to be that, I'm like, all right, well, you're an idiot. So, of course, it was to Vince Russo and Jonathan Coachman. That's what triggered him. Look, if you don't like me, that's just fine. You're certainly allowed to not like me. But I think if you start getting married to an archetype of what you have been taught to like, this is what you should want, and that's how you buy. I mean, without insulting anybody here, I just think that's kind of like a lack of, well, I don't know, a free thought, a lack of intelligence. And continued with, well, I mean, what I'm saying is this is a product I've always purchased, and that's fair, but you're allowed to want other products or enjoy other products. It shouldn't be that one thing that has been sold to you, and you should come to accept that is the only thing that needs to be done. What the fuck is he talking about?
He's basically crying because people don't accept him as world champion. Well, I'm sorry, Sammy. It's a lot of what wrestling is visual, okay? It's like when you're watching it on TV, you're hearing the sounds and all that, the promos, everything like that. A lot of what pro wrestling is visual, and when the average person in the crowd looks more intimidating than the WWE World Champion, that's a problem, and that hurts. That can hurt WWE in the long run. It really can. Triple H is having a field day right now. They're letting him do whatever he wants.
Well,
it could come back to bite them in the ass. Is what I'm saying.
Have you seen these accounts saying Triple H looks so depressed putting the title on Sami Zayn?
No,
I'm like, dude, that's his baby. Are you kidding me? I don't know if you're reading something else. Maybe it was something TKO told him. But no, dude, he's happy that Sami's champ. I don't know where the fuck that little narrative came from.
Well, they're looking at that backstage video and they're going, well, you know, he must hate him. No, I mean, you got to remember, like, it's hot in Saudi Arabia. There was a long show. He's been there all day. He probably just wanted to, like, go home, like, to fly back to the state. Like, I get it. I get why he was probably tired. He's probably over the moon to have, like, if Triple H did not like putting the title on him, he wouldn't be, it wouldn't have happened. I highly doubt, unless anybody could show me the evidence, that Ari Emanuel or Mark Shapiro specifically wanted Sami Zayn to be the champion. You got to prove that to me.
Makes no sense.
It makes no sense at all. None.
Yeah, he's not their mold, never has been. He's a Triple H guy, has been since NXT. Mm-hmm. Everybody who knows about how he came up knows that he's a Triple H guy, always has been, always will be. But we got some rumors about Punk coming back. So apparently there's been minor issues between WWE and CM Punk stemming from his World Heavyweight Championship loss at WrestleMania. Yeah, no shit. It's like, dude, but what happened? He disappeared off of TV the Raw after Mania. Very strange. We knew right from the get-go, we're like, he was coming up to Paul and like, I need my fucking rematch right now or somebody's gonna fucking die. And then,
you know,
what would Paul say?
It's like, you know, sorry, Punk, that's the way the cookie crumbled, you know. Don't blame me, blame Mark Shapiro and Ari Emanuel.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't run creative at all. I don't have that role in this company. Take it up with them.
He is totally like Lloyd Christmas from Dumb and Dumber pointing after the salt shaker got thrown. That's him. That's him.
Oh my God. Like, and CM Punk, like, I think that CM Punk, I think he knows, and I think that's why he's been gone for a while. He'll probably be back at around SummerSlam or shortly there before. But I mean, for him being like, he's been gone since what, the Raw after WrestleMania? He's been gone all of May, all of June. We're coming up, maybe even all of July. I mean, maybe he's going to be gone for 3 months. That's a long time.
Well, and keep in mind, too, every time that we've seen him on social media, I mean, he's doing cage fighting championships. He's doing that fucking stupid hokey punk show. He's doing that shit. What else is he doing? Training in the gym, getting jacked on TRT, getting jacked on who knows what, horse steroids, who fucking knows what else. But not only that, also showing up at a competitor show in Misfit MMA. I mean, everybody knows that Misfits and TKO do not get along. Jake Paul has been told that he's not allowed to come to a WWE event in support of his brother because of his deal with Misfits.
I mean, right there, man. I mean, the fact that CM Punk is doing that, it's him sending a message to TKO. That's what they're doing. Like, Dave Meltzer did it. He's doing it. This is what they do. It's their way of making a statement without having to say anything. You know, it's like the fact that he's there speaks volumes. The fact that he's there pretty much as a TKO contracted performer is insane. What other TKO person was there?
None that I could think of. Maybe there was. Maybe it's slipping my mind. But for sure, Punk is a TK representative, and he's doing that like a week or two after getting suspended, quote unquote. We don't know for sure, but we got a pretty good idea that he did. But just saying. Somebody for sure is on his way out though. Sheamus. So he's set to leave WWE after his contract expires. He's already changing his name to S. Farrelly, his real name, on his X handle. And then it doesn't help that you got MJF calling him out too, saying bring that smoke O'Shaughnessy. So they already want him over in AEW. I don't see how he's going to add to the show, but it's a job's a job, I guess.
A job's a job, I guess. I mean, can I see him going to TNA? No. I think what TNA's doing right now, they're just trying to build from within. And I understand what they're doing, but yeah, I mean, with Sheamus, what the hell are you getting? Are you getting a great mic worker? No. Are you getting somebody with like an insane amount of charisma? No. He looks like a wrestler. I'll give him that. But charisma-wise, personality-wise, promo-wise, meh.
Yeah, he's kind of pathetic, but he'll make a buck. I'll give him that. He
will.
If Tony is willing to sign him, trust me, he'll sign. But Bishop Dyer's another one rumored to be coming to WWE real soon. Rumors is he's finishing up with MLW. He responded with saying, "Didn't we just do this exact same thing last month?"
Oh God.
Well, but then I would say to him, why the hell are you doing some loser leaves town type gimmick right now in MLW?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's that's what I'm asking. It's like, why are you doing that if it's not leading anywhere?
Exactly. It's him. I think it's him trying to keep up kayfabe. I think. I mean, from everything that I've saw from the people who actually get the shit right, I mean, the reports are that he's probably going back to WWE. He's going to be going back on a TKO cheapo deal. You know.
It's better than MLW. I'll give him that. So good for him. But somebody who skipped MLW and looks to be going right back to WWE is Eric Young. So we may get spare change in WWE very soon. But TNA, they had no qualms about releasing him. This is the guy who they just gave a world title shot to in some random fucking battle royale on an Impact. And here they are releasing him. But the rumor is that he's going to be a coach. So they're going to try to bring him back as some sort of coach. We'll see what happens with that. I don't know if he has much to offer as far as a coach. You're not going to get a good promo coach out of him.
No.
You're just going to get incoherent screaming with the raspy voice. So
you're just going to hear everyone sounding like, ah.
Yeah, it's unless you're doing a death metal band, it's not very fitting. But
no.
Yeah, this is a guy who once said that he'd hide a dead body for Triple H because of how much he respects him. So, whatever, man. Maybe he has. Who knows?
Maybe he. I mean, who knows? Dead men tell no tales. So
True. I will say that another TNA guy is already set to come over. We told you about this earlier, but Mike Santana is on his way out of TNA and coming over to WWE. He finished up his last Impact taping, I guess, not too long ago. And his contract is slated to expire in the upcoming days. So, yeah, I would expect to see him on NXT real soon, probably next week, if due possible.
He very well could be. I mean, he very well could. But I haven't heard anything about him having a 30-day or a 90-day no compete. So, you could see him very soon on NXT. I mean, like maybe even this Tuesday. Who knows?
Well, keep in mind who has the first right bids to buy TNA if need be. Who is the one company that can willingly take talent left and right without even a single qualm? WWE. Look what they did with Joe Henry, Jordan Grace. Just snatch them,
Oh yeah, well, and that's what they're doing. Is WWE could just take them whatever they want. So, yeah, I could absolutely see Mike Santana in NXT. I don't think they're going to bring him up to the main roster. I think they're looking at like NXT. They have like nobody down there in the men's division. You got a human waterbed and you got Naraku. Like who else do you got? We got Tony D'Angelo with his psycho fur coat gimmick. I don't know what they're going with there. But yeah, with Mike Santana, I could see Mike Santana going there and that reviving NXT. And this could be a way of like Triple H kind of shanking AEW,
Dude, if they put together all the names that are supposed to come to NXT this summer, it's going to be a Smark Fest. It's not going to be what we want to see, but you better believe the Smarks will tune in droves, especially if you get, check this out, Mike Santana, Leon Slater, Enzo and Cass, and then you go ahead and you pick up who else? So what is it? Jungle Boy, Anna Jay. I mean, they're stocking up a lot of former names right now and a lot of at least bigger names outside of WWE, it could get the attention. It could possibly be Dynamite. I'm just saying. I don't like NXT, but with all those names, that could push it
It's
in
going to.
the direction. Just saying.
It's going to. I mean, you're looking at. I mean, you're bringing in Mike Santana. You're bringing in Enzo and Cass. You're bringing in stars from the past, especially. I think the NXT rating will be in August and in September. I think throughout the fall, you're probably going to see NXT hovering upper 600s to low 700s. I think is where it's going to be. I think Enzo just in and of himself will provide a bit of a bump in the ratings. So yeah, I think they're going to be beating AEW all throughout the rest of the summer and well into the fall, unless AEW decides to change the booking and decides to stop listening to Dave Meltzer and decides to make it Crash TV again like they did on that March 18th episode. But Tony Khan won't, because his friendship with Dave Meltzer means way too much. So
that's what it all comes down to. Spot on right there. You know, that's how it's really going to go down. It's going to be beating them with about close to 700K.
Mhm.
And yeah, Tony's not going to change the show. It's still going to be match mark friendly bullshit with awesome pay-per-views and skippable dynamites and collisions as usual. You know,
and again, and the thing, like, I want to be proven wrong. If I'm proven wrong on that and AEW ups their game and kicks the shit out of NXT, hey, perfect. Hey, that's what AEW should be doing. What they should not be doing is just laying an egg every week and just say, oh, we put on great matches for our fucking sicko match marks. There you go. Therefore, we did our job. No. Your job is to beat WWE any way you can. Bring the competition. At least beat NXT, for God's sakes.
I think they could do, yeah. I mean, they're not going to do that. Not with what they're doing right now. They have no star power. It's all match mark bullshit. It's just how it is with AEW. Very disappointing company. But they're not done bringing in talent. This is one you've heard about for a while, but now it might come true. Zilla Fatu, he could be another name in NXT. More than likely, they'll just shove him up on the main roster, green as shit, like they did with the Tomatonga and his other Chimichanga, the other fucker. So they'll probably just throw him up on the main roster, green as shit, not amounting to much, and he'll be fired in 3 to 6 months. Just saying. Zilla, I've seen Zilla on House of Glory. He's nothing to write home about. Just saying.
Nah, he's really not. He's just very well, but like even like the Tomatonga, like even they're not. But what they have is that New Japan indie cred, and that's what Triple H jerks off to. So, you know, I think Zilla Fatu absolutely is going to be brought into NXT. I think they're gonna Braun Breaker push this guy in NXT. I could see them doing that. I could see them really getting behind this guy and really trying to make him into the next star. It ain't gonna work.
No. Well, that's the thing too. Is like all the Fatus, they're not bad on the mic.
No,
but
they're good.
In ring, they're all just meh, just very mad. Like none of them are as athletic. I hate to say as Rikishi. Rikishi was one athletic fat fuck. But a big girl has made her way to NXT. Another signing, Reina Volcano, formerly Nikki Blackheart. It looks like she put on like 30 pounds of fat. What the fuck happened?
She thickened up from the looks of it.
Too much.
Too much. We got to look at that name, Reina Vulcan. Vulcan. Yeah. What is she, a fucking like alien from Star Trek? I mean, come on.
Well, if you're gonna go full on, might as well put the ridges on your forehead. You know, come on, go full on with this dork shit.
Get the ears, get the straight eyebrows, do the Vulcan hand sign. You know,
I'm thinking
live long and prosper.
Never mind, same shit. Yeah, no. Make her into female spot. There you go.
Or if you want to make her a Klingon, that'd be cool.
Yeah, either way, but as I can say right here, Nikki Blackheart looks to have been enjoying WWE's 5-star catering a little too much.
Yeah.
You need to slow down on that. Just saying on too much. But I will say though that NXT is putting on a big show with AAA Sunday, August 30th, the same time. I don't know why they're doing a double show on the same day. It's really stupid, but in Texas too. I don't even see the point of that. What is the point of doing this on the same day and withering down your fan base that can go see either show?
You know why? Because let me verify. Let me verificate this real quick. I just want to verify.
Some AEW show. I'm guessing some counter-programming bullshit.
I'm thinking that's what it is, but I just want to be absolutely certain.
Okay.
Wow, yeah. AEW All in London at Wembley Stadium on Sunday, August 30th.
Oh, God.
Those fucking pricks.
Damn. See, that's what really pisses me off. It's like, why are you trying to counter-program a dead show? Tony has he's stuck his ass in the air and he's waving a flag of surrender from his butthole, and you still haven't stopped on the guy. Just let off the little nerd, damn it.
God, AEW, not AEW, WWE's ruthless, man. They are at, like, if you're a competition to them, they'll fucking kick, scratch, bite, claw, do whatever they have to do. They'll fucking, you know, they'll do what they have to do. I'll put it that way. You know, it's,
oh yeah,
and some sick, disgusting stuff, but they'll do what they have to do to win. And That didn't change from Vince. We still get that with the new regime, you know?
Yeah, he still is ruthless and very pro WWE, but the big reason why we are always so down on NXT and Evolve is because of the terrible characters coming out of them. So here's one over in Evolve.
Anime powers, and they didn't work, Peter. And shoot a fireball? Well, what does she think's going to happen? I'm not.
What the fuck, dude? What are they doing over there?
What are they doing? This is, you know what this is? This is some indie shit, is what this is. You take the fucking goofy slap from the indies and you shovel it into Evolve and then bring that up to WWE, and it's going to get over. I'm telling you right now, this is probably going to get over.
Well, that's my big problem, is that WWE should not be copying the indies. It should be the other way around. And that's what's so frustrating nowadays, is I see shit from the indies being copied in AEW, being copied in WWE, NXT. It shows you the lack of creativity at the top when a bunch of indies are coming up with the creative shit nowadays. Just saying.
Well, absolutely. And let me be nice. Mentally handicapped people like Sami Zayn, what they don't understand is that what brought those millions of people into WWE and into pro wrestling in the first place was the spectacle, was the personality, was the grandiosity of it all. Macho Man with his pomp and circumstance theme, Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, you know, with his all that. Like, go back and watch WWF back in the late 80s, man. You will see what brought so many people to the dance, what brought so many people who otherwise wouldn't have given two flying shits about pro wrestling into pro wrestling. It was the personality, it was the spectacle, it was just the grandiosity of it all. It was the violence on top of that, the machismo on top of all that. You look at Sami Zayn, he's none of that. Like, at least if Sami Zayn looking like what he does, it's bad enough as it is. But we also got to look at the fact that Sami Zayn does not have a larger than life personality. He's just a regular guy. Like, that's the problem with Sami Zayn, is he's a decent promo, give him that, but there's no personality behind it. He's just a skinny bum that's being shoved up your ass and down your throat because he had banger matches in NXT 10 years ago.
There's no character. That's the biggest thing about Sami Zayn, is if he had some sort of real character, whether it be underdog bum or guy from Canada even, just give him a fucking character. I mean, he had something kind of with the conspiracy character, and then they just dropped that. Right. So they're afraid to give him a character, which is why I can't get behind him. I can't get behind good wrestler Sami Zayn. There's a billion good wrestlers out there. Give me something else to chew on.
What is there to get behind? Because, like, people want to go back and say, you know, it all started with Daniel Bryan. Well, I mean, but even with Daniel Bryan, it's like Daniel Bryan at least had somewhat of a muscular physique. He at least tried to look like an athlete. I feel like Daniel Bryan, you could take him more seriously than you could Sami Zayn. I feel like Daniel Bryan was much more of a, like, energetic, come from behind babyface, so like you can't keep him down. Like a better version of Cody Rhodes is what Daniel Bryan was, if we're being real about this. Better on the mic, better than all that. So, but I look at Sami Zayn and I'm sorry, but it's liking that physique, being okay with Sami Zayn as the world champion of WWE, the world heavyweight champion, is lowering the bar. It's not raising the bar, it's lowering the bar. Tell me how he's better than The Rock, Stone Cold, Macho Man, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Jake the Snake, all of them on the mic. Tell me how he's better on the mic than them. Tell me how he's better in the ring than them. Tell me how he's better than Kurt Angle.
He's way fucking better in the ring. Kurt Angle's a fucking bomb. He can't fucking lay Sammy's boots.
You see, and trust me, this is not me making this up. There are people out there that think that Sami Zayn can out-wrestle all the names you just mentioned, and is a bigger and better wrestler than all those names you just mentioned. Mm-hmm. And that's how the IWC is, and that's why I've gotten to the point where the less you argue with them, the better. Yeah. Your sanity will do so much better when you stop arguing with these fucking idiots, because they think exactly opposite of you.
Oh, no.
I figured that out a long time ago. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste my time on these fools. Because that's the thing, too, is they'll think they get a one-up on you, and then what do? They block you afterwards every time.
Right. Every time. Well, and honestly, I'm just like a little bit of like inside baseball on like what I'm doing now. I'm just muting that. Like if they like, if I post something that's controversial and somebody's like wanting to debate me on it, I'm just going to mute them. Like going forward, I'm just going to mute their. I'll just you will not see me debating them anymore because it doesn't go anywhere. Like I could bring up fact after fact, point after point to prove my case without a shadow of a fucking doubt, and they're still going to say no, Mark Tapiro is running creative, no.
You can't win with them. You get, like I said, you getting more of an intelligent conversation from a brick wall than you do with the IWC. It's just how it is. So yeah,
well, a brick wall would make more sense.
Absolutely. So yeah, don't waste your time with those fools. Less stress, the better. But
Totally.
let's talk about what is this? We got some WWE, AEW news. So apparently, Steven Spielberg is a big Brian Cage fan. He invited him to the set of Disclosure Day, had him in the movie. I haven't seen the movie, so I can't tell you for sure where he's been in it. But apparently, he says he's been in it. Says he got Lance Archer to be in it as well. Spielberg is a huge fan of him. I'm just wondering, like, what, dude, hook the guy up. He's a jobber in AEW. Make him a fucking movie star. You know, help
save him. If he's got to do weird Hollywood stuff, you got to do what you got to do. Leave AEW. Save yourself.
Spielberg, especially if you get behind the next X-Men project and make him Wolverine, bro, he will do the grossest butt stuff to be your fucking new Wolverine. He will be Mr. Butt Stuff, just saying.
It's like, yeah, that's his name on set, Mr. Butt Stuff.
He will get down, trust me.
He'll do what he has to do. Like, other than Wolverine, like, what role could he play?
Well, I know he really wants to play Wolverine because you see him cosplaying all the time on a social media account. He's got the fake claws. He's like doing like Wolverine poses on mountaintops and blue jeans and shit. So he really wants to be Wolverine. I think he could play a bunch. He could play the Hulk. He could play Colossus. He could Beast. I mean, really, sky's the limit for a guy like him. He's not a bad promo either. No. I think he's very underrated in the promo department.
I mean, we put him over like way back in the day. He's got the look, got the in-ring ability, got the promo, got it all. He looks like a prototypical, like him and Hammerstone. They both have like all the tools necessary to be like a top. Like if they either Hammerstone or Brian Cage, if either one of them were in WWE and they were the world heavyweight champion, nobody would be complaining. In fact, more people would probably be tuning in because they actually look like world champions. You can take them seriously. You can't take skinny bums like Sami Zayn seriously.
Well, and here's the thing about Brian Cage too, is he's got the indie work cred. He did fucking PWG back in the day, so you can't say he didn't work the indies. This guy's a fucking indie god. He's put his time in the gym. He's put his time in the indies. He's now putting his time in Hollywood. I think Brian Cage, he needs his fucking flowers, man. Give this man his flowers. He's great.
He is, man. I mean, come on, like it boggles my mind that no company like AEW has him, but they're not doing anything with him. Like, they're recently using him on TV and like, who gives a shit roles? No, fuck that. Like, don't use him in who gives a shit roles. Make him the champion of your company, Tony. Either him or Bobby Lashley. So one of them.
They brought him back after 18 months of not being on TV to fucking job to Kevin Knight in a 20-minute who gives a shit match. Fucking assholes, dude.
Tony Khan is such an asshole. He's a total dick. Don't buy the nice guy gimmick. He's like doing all those like sympathetic little like smoochy faces that when he's like at the fucking press conference, like No, don't buy that shit. He's a fucking snake. They all are. He's a fucking pampered little rich prick.
He's a demonic billionaire.
Right.
Say no more. Leave it at that. But let's go ahead and talk about their thing that they're so proud of now, AEW's 12-sided cage.
Jesus Christ.
It's just a giant circle, but apparently they said it's 12-sided. So yeah, he had to find a way to bite Elimination Chamber, and here's his version of it. And it was a complete clusterfuck if you happen to watch the match. For whatever reason, they had like Nintendos in the fucking match. So literally what you were saying earlier about them ripping off the indies, they did the shit on the indies in GCW like a couple weeks ago. So yeah, now they're literally ripping off the indies. This is how awful it is.
Wait, did they already have a Lego match in AEW?
A while back, yeah. Long ass time ago they did, yeah. Now they're usually the first one to start biting off of the top shit on the indies because PWG did that shit back in the day. So yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done the butt finger thumb train yet.
Oh, it's coming.
I'm waiting.
If Dave is getting his way, it's coming.
I'm waiting. But so yeah, there's that going on. But you can order this amazing new AEW t-shirt Speedball Mike Dork is wearing. Look at this fucking piece of shit, this screen printed AI garbage. Look at this. Terrible.
If you're blind, this is the shirt for you.
It looks like somebody drank like an orange mocha frappuccino and just threw up on a black t-shirt. And you got this.
Dude, like even the fucking like 400-pound neckbeard is like, I ain't buying that shit. That shit looks gay.
Even they realize that this shit looks terrible. But let's go ahead and show you this most recent AEW review. So Michael said, very good gay bar. And AEW said, hello, Michael, we are not a gay bar. And I love it. RJ City says debatable. He knows. He's been backstage. He's seen what it's like. He knows what's up.
I mean, Dave is back there. Tony's back there. You got the Elite back there. They're going crazy.
They're all having a great time. But somebody who's not having a great time is Julia. She has a weird eating disorder called ARFID. I know it sounds like a retarded barking. I know, right? But apparently it's some weird disorder where she feels like she's going to die eating something or choke on something. So I guess she only drinks smoothies. That's why she's so tiny. But yeah, very weird eating disorder. Never knew she had it. Thoughts and prayers go out to Julia.
Oh, absolutely.
So
I mean, she has a disease called ARFID. I feel bad for her just there,
What's up with all the AEW chicks having weird diseases like her, Rebel? There's like a couple other ones that have like weird bonitis, fucking 80s conspiracy theory type fucking viruses or diseases. It's very weird. Very weird.
I bet Tony, is Tony Khan testing out viruses on his roster? It's like, fuck yeah, gave her fucking ALS, fuck you.
Maybe he's working with the CIA, to use them as test buddies. Who knows? Who fucking knows?
Test on my fucking wrestlers.
Hey, you got to pay the price for fame. That's what it takes. But
Yeah.
I will say that.
I'm kidding, by the way, when I said that. Okay,
of course we're joking. We're joking always. But I will say Tony Schiavone was not joking when he talked about shitting himself on a podcast.
What are you going to take more home? Spare road underwear? Because I know you carry a lot of tighty whities or shoes.
Okay, I don't. First of all, I don't wear. I'm sorry. I apologize for you being in this conversation, Roddy. I don't wear tighty whities. We have established that on this podcast. But yes, I do bring like 3 or 4 extra pairs of underwear. And the reason I do is because at my age, you have a tendency to shit yourself.
Oh,
Damn.
God.
Oh, that got fucking Britt Baker wet. She was slipping off her bar stool when she heard that shit. Oh my God, I love guys that can't hold their shit in.
Just holding onto the edge of the bar like, I can't stand.
Like a fucking waterfall gushing out. But yeah, so that's what's going on with him. I mean, you just get older. It's hard to hold the shit in, I guess.
Yeah, man,
so.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's what's going on with Tony. But let's talk about this right here. We got some legendary stuff to talk about. Not sure if you heard, but Paul Walter Hauser deleted his account on X. You want to know why? Well, let me show you why. We got a little story here. You got your mic ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay. So started out with, watch and listen to the crowd. The people who pay money to watch this show are loving it. They do not care about the Twitter spheres wiser than down the state parade. Sorry didn't meet your Nick Bockwinkel requirements. They got over and had fun. Welcome to wrestling in 2026. And then it was followed with Jim Cornette saying this.
It's friends and family who got free tickets watching Chaz Bono endure oxygen deprivation. Turd Blossom, you couldn't have parked Nick Bockwinkel's car. Fuck off.
And these like gay 20-year-old he, him, she, her fucking flag waving weird IWC kids are like, what the fuck is a Chaz Bono and a Nick Bockwinkel?
It sounds homophobic.
They don't know what the fuck those things are, you dated bastard. But we do though, so it's funny. But Mason Rook said, thanks, Jim. I'm so grateful all my friends and family from England were in attendance last night.
I didn't mean your specific friends and family, you human waterbed, or there wouldn't have been enough people in the crowd to count to 15 on their fingers.
Oh, ruthless.
Good
ruthless.
God.
He ain't done, though. He ain't done.
Oh, love it. Rook won't be around long enough for a Houseflies generation to enjoy. The problem is idiots in the business who are marks for showbiz assholes who are marks for wrestling, letting them play in our profession and making them believe they shouldn't have opinions. See, Hauser, dumbass.
Let me ask you a question. Do you follow Jim Cornette on X?
I do not.
Okay. I'm just wondering, what are his thoughts on Sami Zayn winning the World Championship?
I think he didn't like it. Let me, I think we could find it.
Because I want to see if he's lockstep with all these other veterans. Because the one thing that all these veterans are saying is that Sami Zayn is an embarrassment to the business. Doesn't matter if you ask Al Snow, Vince Russo, Coach. I'm sure even Meltzer would say that, yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. Not to, just say Darby's much more of a man than Sami is. It's like, I want to hear what he has to say.
Well, and he just doesn't have the work rate. Let's be real. I mean, compare the work rate of Sami Zayn to like Kenny Omega, or like Kenny Omega. Even Kenny Omega on his deathbed is more work rate than Sami Zayn. Okay, so yeah, that's what the truth is.
All right, so I'm looking it up right now.
What you got?
All right, I'm looking it up. pictures of his dogs, pictures of Dark Side of the Ring. I'm scrolling here.
Well, while you get that going, I'm going to play a video for the guys.
Worries.
This is Kurt Angle's thoughts on pro wrestling versus amateur, and if these pro wrestlers could, in fact, step in and do what he did.
Do you think any of the guys in WWE right now, like, and you know some of these guys actually have real dope wrestling backgrounds, nothing like you, no pedigree like you, but we're talking freestyle men's wrestling, right? Imagine maybe some of the best guys. Is there anyone in the WWE or pro wrestling that could get on the Olympic mat? Why? I mean, because they.
I just explained to you. One's real sport, one's entertainment. It's not the same.
Do you feel like? Because I know you were gonna make a run in 2008, and you had the 2012, and you had the injury.
Injuries.
Well, do you ever think about it like again? Like, you look like you're in great shape, dude.
I'm too old, brother.
No, I mean, but still, you
Trust me, I get my ass handed to me.
Really?
Oh, you know, Angle just wanted to fucking headbutt him in
Oh,
the
I
face. Especially bugging him on the airport. Probably cross-flight, you know, it probably has to, you know, do a couple layovers, and he's got to sit and wait. Oh, you think that some wrestlers could step in and fight you and do fighting and amateur and all that stuff? And he's like, dude, shut the fuck up. You know, he wanted to say, dude, shut the fuck up. He was so close to.
It's like, I'm gonna elbow you in the face. It's true. It's damn true. Like, and you know what, Kurt, you should have done it.
Yes.
Fuck the laws. Fuck prison time. Just elbow this motherfucker in the face.
Just say it's a tick of yours to elbow people in the face from time to time.
Yeah.
I would just say it's a nervous tick, and you know he kept on saying Mark shit, so he aggravated it. It's simple as that.
The perfect ironclad defense. Your
really
Honor,
is.
it was a tick. I couldn't help it.
It's my nervous tick. I elbow people in the face all the time. I'm sorry. But one more thing before we get to Breaking Bones news. This is really going to piss off Shane Helms. So a porn star made a very solid connection to WWE and how porn stars are treated a lot like, you know, like shit.
WE documentary?
Which one?
Well, that's a fair point, and I don't remember the name of it, but it was within the last 5 years. And while watching it, I just was struck by how incredibly similar their business model is to, but not in the good ways. You know, how you can be contracted with a company, but you're still liable for all your medical bills and your injuries, and you're still completely an independent business person, but you can be beholden to a schedule, like all this wild stuff that keeps the money, at least in the WWE, like right in the pocket of the people at the top, where the performers are a little bit more, it seemed from that documentary, although as I know from documentaries, they're not always great, seemed from that documentary that they were being kind of like used and abused a bit, and that only a few rose to the level of stardom where they could have real financial security after injury, after, you know, their bodies could.
I never thought of wrestlers being whores before this whore brought it up, but not a bad point, I must say, because think about it. Wrestlers are called independent contractors, much like porn stars.
Yeah.
You get injured on the set. It's not always a for sure that Vivid Video or whoever the fuck you're working for is going to take care of your dick injury, you know, so... You know, it's the way it is. I mean, you pretty much you walk in, you get paid, you get out, you know?
I hate to say it. Maybe the Smarks are right all this time. Maybe pro wrestling is porn to some degree.
But they view it for the wrong way. Like, that's the thing. It's like back in the day, we would get a stiffy from looking at Trish Stratus or looking at Stacy Keibler, you know, or Sable, like normal fucking dudes. Nowadays, these motherfuckers get stiffies from looking at Johnny Gargano and Sami Zayn. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Well, that's the problem. Is that like it's catering to them? It's like it's like if WWE is porn, it's like the most fucking weird niche bukkake porn you could ever fucking imagine, like Shiza porn or something like that. It's weird. WWE is just weird now, catering to weirdos.
Here's my thing: if they're gonna sexualize the product, I have no problem, but don't hold that double standard against heterosexual men. No. That's my whole thing. Like, if you want to be fucking weird and gay, it's understandable. It's X. People say weird and gay shit all the fucking time. Sure. But at the very least, don't come down on me for doing the same thing you're doing with women. That's all I ask.
Right. I mean, like that's the thing is that like they want to have their cake and eat it too because they're fat fucks. But it's like they can't. They're just the most intolerant people ever. It's like like they get catered to 100%, but whenever they don't get catered to, the whole fucking world comes to an end. Like they are the worst fans to fucking get, because you can never make them happy. You can give them all the free gay porn on TV every week on Monday and Friday nights, and they're still fucking complaining. You can even give it to them on Wednesday nights and Tuesday nights and Thursday nights, and they're still complaining.
Why do you think they like CM Punk so much? He's the embodiment of what they are if they step into the ring. It's never enough. Never.
It's never enough. Like you could give, like literally, you could give CM Punk. Like, Triple H could have given CM Punk the world title. He could have had CM Punk at the age of 47 beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, and he probably still would have punched somebody in the in the lobby of the hotel, because he's just not. He's just a miserable prick.
Well, and I don't even think it's him having to hold a certain accolade or being a champ. It's just, it's the pressure of the road. He hates the fans. We showed you stories on here of how he treats the fans. They'll bring him flowers. He throws them in the trash right in front of their face. He's cussed out fans before. As you've seen before, he slapped phones out of fans' hands. And if we're to believe that TMZ report, he's chopping fans too. When you're physically assaulting fans, it's obvious you can't take the pressures of being on the road. That's what it all comes down to. Because whether he would have been champ or not, that shows you he's a very fragile man at the core and always will be.
He's just a fragile man, and he wakes up in the morning, you know, he gets in front of it, he gets in his bathroom, he looks down, he gets angry, and then he
punches
takes
the mirror and then cries.
Punches the mirror and then cries, and then he blames it on AJ Lee. This is all you, look at what you did. This is your fault.
I'm not even home at the gym, you fucking asshole.
You're the reason why I got a little baby dick. Yeah.
And then, you know, Clavicular's like, man, you could just try PE. You know, it's not that hard. It's out there, man, just saying. But let's talk about some Breaking Bones news. So El Hijo del Viking Dildo got hurt again, and they just had this dude on SmackDown. So it's like, that's what they're all making a big deal. They got El Hijo del Viking Dildo on SmackDown, and he just got hurt. This is why you can't put any money in the guy. He's already fucked himself up on the indies. You know what he reminds me of? Is the Black and Gold Banger days. El Hijo del Viking would have fit in like a fucking glove with those guys.
Oh, he would have fit in, and just like everybody else back then, he would have been like out with an injury most of his career. So, you know, like, and that's the thing we keep telling people. It's like this lucha shit. It bangs up the body. Like it injures you. It breaks you. Look at what's happening to Viking Dildo. He's out of action now.
Absolutely. But let's also talk about another guy, Mark Briscoe. So he's reportedly dealing with a legitimate injury. I'm not sure what the injury is, but Mark Briscoe's injury is legit. All the best to him, which sucks because, you know, I really would love to see a guy like Mark Briscoe get his shine. I think he's a very interesting character. He's got a lot of talent, man. You know, he's not a bum. He looks like one, but he's not one.
So what do you think his injury is? Like it's a dental injury or something, or what do you think?
I'm going to guess something like with his back, you know, because he's had a lot of fucking crazy bumps over his career. So, but you know what? He was on the Outlaw Mudshit circuit, putting in the time, doing all that. So I want to show you a blast from the past. We were talking about, you know, lucha shit and how it can get you fucked up. So here's a guy from Noah named Marufuji, and man, did he fuck himself up with this dive. Did you see his fucking his esophagus clipped over the steel? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh man,
he's still alive, by the way.
Yeah, I bet he got up and he cut a promo. He's like,
wrestling is still a real to me. I gotta damn it.
Dude, these Japanese, at least the 90s Japanese wrestlers were, in 2000s, were some of the craziest, toughest motherfuckers you've ever seen. I think they were made in a laboratory. I don't even think they're really human, just saying.
They could very well be aliens. Who knows? Sent
knows?
to put on hardcore wrestling matches in the 90s
That nobody cares about. Hey, that's what it is. Okay. But listen.
we see what you aliens are doing. We see you.
They're fucking shit up, man.
That's right.
But, you were talking about not too long ago where you were saying that Damian Priest's days in WWE are numbered, man. Here he is in AAA along with Bailey and all the other ones that they just shuffle down there because they don't give a shit about him, like, you know, like the Viking Raiders and all them. Just throw him down to AAA. So now he's saying, oh, it's a big career for me being down in AAA. I'm just hoping that he's down there just to visit his girlfriend, and he's not down there for any other reason. Just saying. I mean, because if it is, it's not a good sign from one of Triple H's favorites. Keep in mind, not too long ago, him and Road Dogg were comparing him to The Rock, saying he was the Rock of SmackDown. Oh, who were they saying was the Stone Cold? Malachi Black. So the other guy that got fired.
Oh, Jim Cornette was saying that Rhea Ripley is a better promo than The Rock. It's like,
Oh,
God,
wow.
Rhea Ripley's a better promo than The Rock.
See, and then you want to kind of give Cornette credit because at least he's a straight man. You know, sure. He shoves a tennis racket up his ass, you know, but for the most part, he's a straight man.
Yeah.
He just likes his weird muscle mommies and his fucking weird wrestler. I swear, what is it with everybody that was from 80s and 90s wrestling, like jacking off the fucking buff chicks? It's weird.
I don't know what it is, man. It's like now call me old fashioned, but you know, I like women to look feminine. You know, it's just how I like what I like. I don't understand why you want women to have these like big jack muscle builder bodies. Like, why do you find that attractive? That's weird,
dude. The lumps don't go in the arms; they go in the tits and the ass.
Yeah,
come on, dude. Come on. Well, speaking of gay shit, Soft Ground Wrestling Uganda said, "No, we're not introducing a condom championship. No, there won't be an ejaculation chamber at SGW. You stole that shit, motherfucker.
Bastards.
Sperm Wars is just the name of our wrestling event, not what some people keep imagining. Sperm stands for brother in Uganda. We're focusing on delivering action inside the ring. See you on July 26th in Mukono." See, this is what happens when Cody Rhodes helps out a company. They get totally gay. This is proof right here.
He's calling up. He's like, "Where's the condom championship? Where's the ejaculation chamber that I paid for? Come on, guys, let's get to business here. I want to get my money's worth. Bring it on, boys."
So who knows? Maybe we'll see the ejaculation chamber in due time in real life. Just saying.
Don't make me fly down there and do what needs to be done. Oh,
talk about a real forbidden door. But so this is very I gotta say mature of Stu.
Sure.
So this guy got to the point where he almost lost his life. He was beaten to near death by Raja Jackson. Raja is being sentenced. He got sentenced on July 2nd. He's only serving 90 days in jail, but then he's on 2 years of formal probation and must pay $81,000 in restitution to Stu, which is good. I'm glad Stu's getting something out of this.
Sure.
But he spoke in court and he's like, I got no ill will towards this guy. I forgive him. People do stupid things when they're in stupid situations. It is very mature of him. Definitely has God by his side. Possibly the best outcome. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, he should go get revenge." It's like, what are you going to get out of that? Especially when he's the son of Quentin. Quentin probably knows gangsters. Just saying. He was good friends with the Yakuza over in Japan during the Pride days. Just saying. He probably knows people who could wipe people out if they try to take revenge. Either way, it's not worth it going down that road.
No, I mean, just like take whatever money you can get, and for Raja Jackson only doing 90 days in jail for almost killing somebody, yeah, the system works, doesn't it, huh?
Fuck, California sucks dick. San Diego's cool, but everything else, San Diego, and at least the parts of LA where our fans are cool. Everywhere else fucking sucks.
Yeah, those are the good parts.
That's it. So let's go ahead and show you some Outlaw clips. This is from a company named Sudokan over in Japan. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for anime and Japanese wrestling to merge, and there it is. So
Soda Can Wrestling over in Japan. There you go.
Yeah, Soda Can Wrestling. Yeah, so good for them. They're doing weird shit. Also, if you wanted to see a Looney Tunes spot in the match, here it is.
Ooh.
No, that looks like it might have cracked an eyebrow opener. Just saying, that was a good smack right there.
Gotta cut him like right in right in between the eyes. Bam,
bam. But you know what though? It's I think that spot's a lot better than this one. What the fuck? Was that a flaming clay pumpkin? What the fuck?
The shit they're coming up with, I swear, like these fucking like redneck backyard indie fans. The shit they're coming up with. Yeah, let's light a flower pot on fire and bash it over your head. That's a great idea, Cletus.
brain damage never goes out of style. But
well, there's nothing to damage with the guy, so you know.
It is. But you know, one of the things I love about those fucking rednecks is they don't care how fat and disgustingly out of shape they are. They're gonna put on a good backyard match for you.
Damn right.
I just want to say, he took an ass. Oh, here we go. We got 2 tails rumbling right here, baby. That's right. Oh, he should be a hardcore fighter. He got a black job. Oh, well, you know, sometimes when you're excited or just sweaty. Oh, okay. Hey, he'll go down around now. Yeah! Hello! Hello! I would say those done, but those like you try to eat them. I mean, who's gonna be the guy? Oh, he's got anal leakage. He's dead, he's alright. Hello, Juggle! Hey, hillbilly! 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 Hey, fuck you! You got some anal leakage. Hey, hillbilly, you dropped your asshole over here. Well, that's all she wrote there, obviously. Hillbilly. Showing me he's doing that some stuff. What do you think about that? I think I could take him in less than 2 minutes. Oh, 2 minutes. Like I have told you and everybody else, get on my level, bitch.
Idiocracy was a documentary, and it was filmed in that backyard.
Damn right. You know what? That Frank the Tank looking guy, you know what? Make him the WWE World Champion. Because honestly, that's a better promo than anything I've seen from Sami. Like, because all Sami's going to be like a Mr. Nice Guy Robert De Niro gimmick. You know, I don't want to interrupt, but I do believe I deserve the title. Fuck that shit. Put in Frank the Tank and have him cutting like fat warbling promos on his opponent. I love it.
Well, and that's the random thing that might get like the internet talking, is he could possibly suffer a heart attack while wrestling. When he's that fucking obesely fat, I say fucking let him go in there with another fat fuck. Let him get jeered by the crowd. We need entertainment, damn it. And those fat fucks they'll do it, man. They'll give us our entertainment.
You know what I want to see? You know what? Like 2 fat fucks in a wrestling ring fighting over food. Like the new Whopper comes out and it's like William Regal comes out and he's like,
all right, I'm going to be putting this Whopper on the line. Whoever pins his opponent for the count of 3 wins it.
Well, that's the thing is Vince would do that. Vince would do that type of shit. But Triple H, oh, you can't fat shame. Oh, it's a fat shame. Even though I fat shame all the time behind the scenes. Yeah, you know, you can't fat shame or else people will talk shit about you on the internet. It's like, I just say go for it. At this point, just the bar has already been lowered. Let's go full goofball. Fuck it. What else do we got to lose?
I mean, shit, at least get people talking, you know? I mean, if it's completely retarded, at least people are going to be talking about it on social media. Like, hey, you know that fake wrestling shit? You see the stupid bullshit they're doing in the ring now?
Yeah, it can get really fucking stupid. And I think that's what a lot of people were saying about Sami Zayn. Maybe some of those 74 million were just people being like, what the? They actually made a homeless guy their champion. What the fuck? They probably trip it out, just saying.
They did it, man. I guess they achieved their dream of making a homeless guy the world champion. Way to go.
Equality, man, I tell you. But it's time for some old school road stories. And first we got it with John Cena, who wrote this very personal message to a fan back in the day that said, it's like a sod penis. You just can't beat me. Word life. Good old John. Good old John. Always entertaining man. I'll say that much.
Damn right.
But somebody who he may or may not seen on the side, Stephanie McMahon, said, leaked Nick Khan voicemail reveals Stephanie McMahon's resistance to WWE sale. So basically in this leaked voicemail, Khan said, I remember Stephanie discouraging her dad from coming back as the CEO because we didn't know what role he was going to come back in. And I remember her expressing that there was no need to sell the company if that's what he was contemplating. In other words, inside motherfucking job.
Yep, exactly.
It's just like that's the first, like literally inside job was the first thing. Because we always said that this was an inside job. I think you got the proof here. What more do you need?
No, and the funny thing too is about it is that, like, as time goes on, you're getting more and more of these leaked reveals and leaked emails and leaked phone calls and voicemails about like, yeah, like everybody was in the know. Everybody knew what the fuck was going on. I mean, this could be like, I'm surprised this wasn't used in the fucking TKO lawsuit, you know?
It's almost like they know disclosure means nothing nowadays. We have all the details coming out about 9/11. We have all the details coming out about Pizzagate. We have all the details coming out about all these things that they were saying conspiracy theories, and they're being disclosed by our government. I'm just saying, it's a very strange world that we live in, and I would not be surprised if Stephanie was in cohorts with Nick Khan and Triple H to oust Vince McMahon. Just saying.
Yep, and that may come out, and that may come out in the future. Because I just got to look at the timing. I know we've said it, a lot before, but just look at the timing. When Triple H came back and when the allegations broke out, it was like within 2 weeks of Triple H coming back to the board after his heart failure. The leaks went out to the Wall Street Journal. And then as soon as Triple H got back into power, what was one of the first things he did? Hiring back week after week after week all of his indie darlings that weren't signed to AEW.
I tell you what, man, once Triple H does eventually get removed from office, I would love to see like an in-depth, like, I don't care how many parts you got to do of it. I want to see an in-depth Dark Side of the Ring on the betrayal of Vince McMahon. Because that's a juicy fucking mini-series of its own right there.
I mean, it really is, because there's a lot of unanswered questions with the whole Vince McMahon thing. Who knew what? What was the like? What made Vince want to sell to the TKO? Did they have conversations on the down low about like what the plans were? And maybe did those plans include selling WWE back to Vince with the Saudis at a later date? Who knows?
I don't know, man, but it's a very interesting thing. And I think this year and towards the end of this year and the beginning of next year are going to be very interesting times. So definitely pay attention. But
for sure.
Stone Cold. Here's a throwback of him singing the national anthem.
What? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn? What? What? When Stone Cold Steve Austin's up here cutting a tune, I expect complete silence. What? What you're looking at right here?
See, this is the improvisational skills of Stone Cold. He knew he was bombing the fuck out of the song, and like on the spot, he started playing to the crowd. Like, real smart. You saw Ricky Taints try to do it. No, you can't do it like Stone Cold, bro.
No. Stone Cold's a pro. Like, he knows what he's doing. He's got the crowd eating out of the palm of his hand. Even when he's like warbling into the microphone, "Hey, the row, kids, red glare." Like, even then, he still has the crowd eating out of the palm of his hands. That's a superstar right there.
Amen. So here's a superstar, or lack thereof, in Cody Rhodes. It's time for Cody Rhodes is a duck-faced dog lover. And starting it off, we got him talking about how stressful TV days can be in WWE.
There's a lot of segments, and you have those days where you get there and they're like, all right, so seg 1 arrival, seg 1 promo, seg 16 is going to be the match. But then there's all these other ones. Here's Tommy, here's Kazama, here's the new guy, Zayn, from the writing crew. You gotta do this warm-up, and it's sponsored by Goo Goo Gaga. It's a contractual deal, and I didn't know. And what do I wear? Am I in my gear? Oh, no. It's 5 seconds before the match. It's just a whole lot of stress.
Hey, you want to be the quarterback? This is what you got to do, bitch.
That's right.
You can't sit back in the kitchen. You got to go face the heat, man.
That's right. John Cena dealt with all that bullshit, and he had a psychotic old man wanting to, love on him and shit too in the process. The worst you got is Triple H wanting to hug you.
Maybe more. We don't know what goes on behind the scenes, Just saying. But Cody was talking about, I don't know if you could read this, but I'll just summarize the story.
I got it.
Go for it. Okay.
Okay, so Cody Rhodes shared a story about his time Aaron Solo shot his shot with Fallon Henley.
You were working there.
No. This is the I wish they would really okay.
It's from AEW when he was working with Aaron Solo and he had Fallon Henley on his podcast. So what are you talking about or whatever? And he basically was trying to embarrass his old friend Aaron Solo by telling this old story of how Aaron Solo was in love with Fallon Henley.
You walked in and had a bag of Arby's. He literally nudged me and goes, I'm going to say hi to her. I'm going to do it. And I thought, great, do it. Here he goes. Now we're watching, and we're not roasting him. We're not giving him a hard time. We are sincerely looking. Hope this goes well. No one's making fun of him, which is normally what guys I feel would do to each other. You walk past so he missed that first opportunity. And then it's even weirder now because he trails you to the elevator when you have a group. So it's not looking good. And you turned and you smiled at him. You were very nice. And then he looked at you and said, Arby's, huh? I feel like I could hear you say it because you were far away at this point, and I just heard, yeah. And then the elevator door shut in my story, and you went away.
What a fucking asshole!
I know.
When I read that, that's the first thing I thought is like, dude, he's actually cool with this guy, Aaron. I mean, didn't Aaron date Bailey at one time?
I think he may have dated like all the fucking weird. Well, now Fallon Henley's hot. Don't get so she's the exception. But I mean, you would look at this guy and think, okay, he's normally going after the fucking the weird ones,
Aaron Solo, yeah. I just think this is terrible for him to do to a so-called friend, like, especially to the chick that he was in love with. Like that's the most fucked up shit right there, because he probably still has feelings for Fallon Henley, especially now since she's on SmackDown now. So he's probably like, what the fuck? Cody's a dick. It is what it is. But let's go ahead and talk about his glazing for EO. Here's what he said.
It's what he loves.
He loves EO and loves glaze too.
Oh yeah.
Cody Rhodes says that he feels thankful whenever EO Sky is wrestling on the same card as him, as it lightens things. Brain cells?
Anytime EO is in the ring, there are cards we have that I'll look and be very thankful for some of the names, and EO is one of them. In a way, it lightens things. All right, if I blow it, they're gonna be fine. Oh, I love to blow things. Oh, yes. EO's going out there and putting in his fifth already. She's killed it by having no psychology and horrible work punches and god-awful promos that she refuses to get better at, and no charisma and not looking like a star.
All you have to do is just smile and retardedly point at yourself and botch moves, and you'll be called the best wrestler ever.
Yeah, I'm best wrestler ever. Oh, yeah, I'm best wrestler. No, bitch, ain't the fucking best wrestler. You got a cottage cheese SpongeBob ass, and that's all you got.
It feels like some fucking MK Ultra psyop, her being painted as the best wrestler ever. Like, what the fuck? What universe are we in that this bitch is the best wrestler ever?
Like, am I gonna wait? Like, it's gonna be like in like Twilight Zone where you wake up and the doctors have big faces. Like, is that what it's gonna be? Like, what universe are we in where EO Sky is the best wrestler in the world? Like,
I don't know, but it's a fucked universe. It's a universe that is ran by marks like Dave Meltzer, who get to decide one half of American wrestling every single week. So it's time for Dave Meltzer is a dorky goblin. And we're going to start out with this one right here, where the coach was saying, "We're the only show out there that says it like it is, good or bad. Not one or the other. Been saying this all week. Triple H is smart. I will always put him over for his knowledge as a worker in wrestling." And Dave said, "Good Lord, this is the equivalent of Val Venus saying he was the only good wrestler during the heyday of WWE." You know what? Hey, I'll agree with Dave because there's so many people that rip our shit off and say we're the only ones who've been saying this shit. So, fair point. I'll give Dave his flowers there. Fair point.
Good to you, Dave. Good on you.
Yes.
Yeah, the whole Jugabro thing. Yeah. Real classy there, Coach.
Yeah, just weird, man. Very weird. So Dave said, "Great American Bash did for 94,000.07. I didn't warn them over and over." This is the thing too. Is like it doesn't matter if you warn them or not; they're still going to counter program. This is WWE. They're petty as fuck.
They're petty as fuck, and they probably still look at it as a win. Like
always.
I'm just curious. Like, okay. So, wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There's no competition for Great American Bash, but still, yeah.
It is what it is, but so Dave was talking about Lola and Kendall Gray's NXT Women's Title match at Great American Bash and said it was better than anything on Night of Champions. Awesome match. And the wrestling match was better than anything on Night of Champions. You did it because Sami Zayn won the title and that's a world title and that's a big thing to you. Obviously you like that better than this, but this, as far as the wrestling part of it, as good as Gunther and those guys are. These two, Kendall Gray and Lola Vice, have a great chemistry together, but they were awesome. Going into the main event, I didn't think it was such a great show. I thought it was fine. After the main event, I was like, oh yeah.
This is a no-brainer, thumbs up, easy show. It was better than Night of Champions for sure.
I'm surprised to see Dave saying something so nice about a hot chick match. I figured to be like, I think it was just Kendall Gray. If Kendall Gray wasn't in that match, he'd be like, look at this fucking sloppy big butt Latina chick. Nobody wants to see this shit. But no, I'm surprised he's putting over 2 hot chicks. Good for him.
I was expecting him to say, women are yucky. Ew, bringing the dicks. Giving me visual cooties here. Like, what the fuck is this? You know, when you watch wrestling, you tune in to see half-naked guys with bulges, fake fighting in the ring with awful psychology and hitting each other a bunch of times with moves that don't sound.
Is that what you want, Dave?
It's wrestling. It's wrestling.
But
wrestling's supposed to be gay, you know?
One thing I love, though, is Dave and Brian. They keep on their relationship is becoming more strained as the months go on, and it's to the point that flat out Dave cut off Brian as soon as he started talking. Look at this.
Starting off. We got to talk about this next Wednesday show. What's going on? The next Wednesday's AEW show. I mean, what is the? I mean, I don't know. What's the deal with the Omega match being on the show next Wednesday? And Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher, which should both be like major pay-per-view matches. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, what's with it?
All I know is they decided to move the MJF Kenny Omega match up. I have no idea why.
I have no idea why either.
They did. So
they have a pay-per-view called Redemption, but the Redemption match is next Wednesday.
Yes. This was apparently something that was decided very recently.
Okay.
Clearly. Because it's a Canadian show called Redemption, and that was going to be the match. And then somebody decided, well, we're going to do it next week.
I mean, I don't know, but it feels to me like there's something going on regarding, like, a real, I mean, like, they're not going to, I mean, it'd be very, very difficult to get a good rating against a soccer game today. And they know it, even though they put the MJF match on, which I would have thought, save it for the next week, rather than this week. But for whatever reason, they must feel a need to get a big rating next Wednesday. Because, I mean, they're throwing, like, everything against the wall. Those are two big matches, but I mean, Takeshita and Fletcher's are like, I thought Takeshita and Fletcher.
All right, enough of that fucking babbling. But like, just if you started out from the beginning, like, don't get me wrong, you and I, like, we'll accidentally cut each other off. That was with fucking Malice, dude.
Oh yeah,
he's like, I'm not gonna let him fucking talk. The big dog Dave Meltzer's talking, bitch.
It's like, what a fucking weirdo. Just let him introduce the show, you fucking weirdo.
I know, like, and I'm thinking, like, what I'm reading from that, me personally, just my opinion,
right?
Are we seeing another fallout between Tony and Dave? I'm just saying, Dave started that with some extra piss and vinegar. I'm just saying,
Well, and that's the thing, too, is it's almost like he's like, what the fuck is going on? They're not following my plans, I left him the fucking blueprint. Why aren't they following it? That's what it almost seemed like to me. He's like, basically, why isn't the show being like how I thought it was going to be or like I want it to be? That's what it came across like. So
it's almost like Tony Khan's going to get a phone call. It's like,
listen here, Tony, you're really flirting with the 2-star match.
It's like, oh, fuck no, fuck, okay.
So did Dave Meltzer have like ties with the Yakuza? How is he so fucking powerful? Why do people like fear their mortality with this fucking weird dork? I don't get it.
I think it's the star ratings, man. I think that you have some really fucking stupid people running wrestling now where they actually consider Dave's star ratings serious, something to be taken seriously.
It's either Yakuza or Gay Mafia, one of the two, maybe both, who knows. Let's go ahead and talk about, Dave was talking about, I guess AEW sacrificing itself. So John Alba said,
I just don't see the upside in continuing to do this. Putting it head-to-head with these big AEW shows for the sake of it is a big disservice to a lot of the NXT talent.
I pretty much explained it last night in the show. I think they perceive this as a crucial time for AEW. They sacrifice their own numbers to kill it, and it has been clear since 2019. At first, it's hard to understand why right now, but it does make sense based on long-term from that side.
Please, Dave, elaborate how it makes sense that AEW are purposely killing their own fucking numbers. Please, I would love to hear the elaborate explanation of why a company that is in the number 2 spot would self-sabotage. Please, enlighten us.
Unless he's talking about like WWE, it's like they're doing things to hurt their own numbers, to hurt AEW. But even with that being said, like that's like AEW could be counter-programming, Dave. What are they doing to counter-program WWE other than laying in a chalk outline of themselves? Nothing.
Right now, WWE is literally just taking a dump in the pool while floating in it. That's what they're doing. They don't care. They just don't care.
I mean, they're pretty much like they have AEW pinned on the ground and they're just Dutch ovening them, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. So, Dave was talking about Forbidden Door live experience.
As a live show, it's pretty much fantastic. I think it was the best pay-per-view of all time. Some people were like, whoa, second or third best ever. But it was one of the best live shows I've ever seen.
Wow. Even more so than New Japan or CMLL. Wow. Big praise from Dave.
Well, it's going to be the best wrestling show ever until like the next AEW event, and then that's going to be the best ever. Like you can't. This is why you can't take him seriously. There are no standards with Dave. What are you stacking this up against? I'm pretty sure Forbidden Door was not as good as like WrestleMania 17 or something. You know?
Never. Well, that's the thing too. Like you notice too, is he's a stakeholder salesman. Like Triple H, new era, best show ever. Dave does, well, this is the best pay-per-view ever. They both are basically spokespeople for their own companies in a lot of ways. Like you and I believe Dave is working on the download with AEW. You know how it is.
Oh, yeah.
But, Sponge Cactus said, I think you were drunk. And Dave said,
it's amazing how bitter people continue to be regarded. That mystical match had the loudest crowd of the show. And it was start to finish loud, multiple standing O's, including me. I was O'ing like multiple times in the crowd. It doesn't denigrate Will, Omega, Mercedes, or Moxley, and none of the fans rating of ones above. And she lost their minds over it except for one.
So he's saying that he masturbated multiple times to Mystico, and because you didn't, you are in the minority, is what he's saying. Look, he even admits to having multiple standing O's. So he literally was in the audience in CMLL, jacking off while standing up, orgasming probably out of the guy sitting in front of him, and he doesn't get arrested. This is power. This motherfucker is
like a wacky weasel. Just spurting out spunk like a wacky weasel.
And I'm just thinking I'm like, how does he not get arrested by Mexican police? The power this motherfucker has in Mexico and Japan is insane. It's fucking insane.
They're scared of his star ratings, I'm telling you.
Guess they are, man. Fuck. Scary star ratings.
He's like the little kid with psychic powers from Twilight Zone, you know? Like
really is.
It's like it's Dave is a weird guy.
Very weird guy. But let's go ahead and show you Brian. Brian, you just had to tell WWE to fuck off.
ESPN spent way too much money on WWE. Now they got to try and figure out how to make some of this money back. And so that means incessant commercials on these shows. And so we have like a horrible finish, a dead crowd, and a horrible match in front of a dead crowd. 3 straight. And I'm like, let's just get this show on the road. Let's get it over with. But of course they can't. And so I sat through commercial after commercial after commercial after. There's one match left. Like, can we just get to it? Nope. Commercial. And then after all that, I'm like, okay, commercials are done. Can we watch this match now? No. They're like, hey, everybody, let's take a look at how the Arabic announcers are calling this show. I said, what? Let's take a look at how the Arabic announcers are calling the show. They start showing replays in Arabic. I was like, what? I can't take it. I left. I walked out of this house. I left. I couldn't fucking take it anymore. That's where we're at now. We haven't wasted enough time. Now, let's see how the announcers are calling the show in Arabic. You know how they're calling the show in Arabic? They're calling it in Arabic. If I wanted to watch it, I could have switched to the language. What the Thank God they didn't have like 9 announce teams, and they could have said, well, let's see how they're called in French. Hey, you know what let's do next? Let's see how they're calling the show in Spanish. I'm like, what in the going on? And then, I swear to God, I left I walked up the fucking hill.
Yeah.
I walked that way. I walked around an entire fucking neighborhood. I walked back. I walked down the fucking hill. I get in. We still hadn't got through the ring entrances for the main event.
No, I've been trying to say what happened after you left with the Arabic announce team is they started the post show. You go to Big E and his friends at the podium talking about what a great show it's been and how excited they are.
You know, I can say this because LA Knight basically said it to the Usos. WWE, with all due respect, fuck you. God damn it. Jesus Christ, this show.
That was the most passionate soy-filled rant I've ever heard from him. Bravo. Bravo.
Bravo, man. That soy rage was entertaining. I'll give him that.
So, yeah, now Brian, he's like,
Fuck you, WWE! How dare you? I'm trying to go out for a walk with my boyfriend, and I can't even go for a gay stroll around the neighborhood, and without coming back, and your fucking interest is still going on and talking about Arabic.
You know, I'm just waiting for him to just say something inflammatory towards Muslims. It's coming. It's coming. Just saying.
One of these days it's going to slip out.
Like, oops. You never know. But it's time for Modern Wrestlers Are Marks. It started out with Air Gold, who got called out by MJF. So he's like, fucking, or MJF said, fucking what? Air Gold said,
at least you'll be able to prepare this time.
And MJF said, fuck off, Air Gold, you fake fuck. I wish more wrestlers would do this, because then maybe these dorks would deactivate like Paul Walter Hauser. Just saying.
That'd be funny.
Yeah. It's got to happen more often. Al Snow had some stupid shit to say. Big surprise. So this guy said, I met the real Al Snow. What a dick. Like, how often do you get recognized? I was the only one in the whole mall that even noticed. And he said, well, I apologize that I made a negative impression. I always strive to be hateful and approachable by fans. This is why we talk so much shit about the guy. He's just an old fucking curmudgeon piece of shit with bad ideas, and he's setting it. He's like, I'm old, I'm better, and I'm a mark. Fuck you. And that's his whole mind state, so it is what it is.
Yeah, you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Nope. That's the way it is. So Bailey saw a little thread going. So Mara Sade said, when they zig you zag. Wendy Chu said, when they ping you pong. And Bailey said,
when they fucking dig you fucking dog, motherfucker.
That's right. So I don't know what the fuck that was about, but that's just them being marks. Let's go ahead and show you a guy we talked about for a while. His name is thehannibal.com. Well, a couple videos came out about him recently. We'll show you the first one, then the second one.
Welcome to Hannibal.tv. Today, I am joined by the police officer who found Miss Elizabeth's body and arrested Lex Luger, that dirty drug addict. My first question for you is, are you embarrassed that Kevin Owen shames the wrestling industry by wearing a t-shirt every Monday night on Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown?
He's a fucking cop. You don't watch wrestling? Come on, dude.
Come on. Come on. He's not going to. Come on.
Hannibal is a genius, man, and he shows it off right here in this promo.
Abdullah the Butcher. Larry Shreve. I hope that you die and your death comes soon. I will follow your casket on a pale afternoon. I will stand over your grave as you are lowered into your deathbed, and I will look over your grave to make sure you are dead, and then you will be burning in hell for eternity. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, Abdullah.
I'm confused. Is that makeup, or did he just actually get his ass beat by Abdullah the Butcher?
Maybe he punched himself in the face till I gotta make it look real. I have Hep C, but I got it cured. I gotta make this promo look real, so I'm gonna punch myself in the eyes and cut a promo. I bet that will make me look scary on HannibalTV.com.
And you know that big fat chocolate duck Abdullah the Butcher just laughing his fucking ass off. Like, look at this fucking dumbass. Like, what is he doing?
Look at this mark. Look at him.
This fucking mark. Oh, but let's talk about Bronson Reed, who had a very revealing picture and said, "Oh, it's America's birthday. Shout out to Steve Austin BSR for his swag." Holy shit. This is like... him wearing these shorts is not the right look. I know he's thinking, hey, I lost some weight. Not in the right spot, dude. You look like a giant furry lollipop. You look like a lollipop that fell on the carpet. I mean, come on, man. It's not looking good.
Nah, he's got like, you know what he looks like? He looks like a half squeezed out toothpaste.
That's
like,
what he does. Yes.
It's like no lower body and there's just like big fat bulk on top. I'm so intimidated.
Well, he's trying to show off his legs on social media. We know those are Michael Lockwood's. Come on, dude. Stop faking the funk. We know what's up.
Yeah, we know what's up. I mean, to look at this guy right now, you could literally do like the fucking Hulk Hogan finger poke of doom and like knock this guy over. Look at him.
Look at this Humpty Dumpty Dr. Robotnik build. Dude, if you're gonna go to the gym and post all these fucking selfies, the least you do is stop eating so fucking much. Good Lord. You know he fucking had a good old burger buffet. Probably wieners too, you know. Had a lot of wieners, in fact. So, but the Bucks, they love the wieners. The Young Bucks were asked about Hangman Adam Page when he returned to AEW. I got no idea. We talk to him, though. We talk to him every week, every few days. He's doing well. He's planting flowers, like a lot of turd blossoms. Have you seen his garden? That's a great joy. He had a harsh year last year. He worked super hard, and now he's enjoying the fruits of his labors, right? So, in other words, he's sitting out his contract because he pissed Tony off.
Right.
That's what's going on.
Very well could be. Very well. Yeah, because you haven't seen Adam Page in a while.
Yeah, he's been off TV. Something is up right there. Steve Carrier is always the retard. Brett Lauderdale got in a little argument, or Joey Janela was getting an argument, with Steve Carrier. And he exposed DMs from him and said, not a solid way to reach out to media. I'm debating on publishing this. Not to mention his slanderous tweet directed at my publication. This low IQ idiot can't read to save his life. We printed word for word what he said. Come get your boy because I just fuck him up. Wait until the rest of the DMs come out, followed by my article. Stop quoting tweeting our articles like a pussy. I picked the old loco on all the articles because last time you were reveling. Like, I just... This is the problem about Steve Carrier and his alcoholism. Not only has it led to the most stupid post you'll ever see for any dirt sheet publication, but it leads to him, like, doing drunken fights over DM with wrestling promoters. Dude, get shit
He's so
together.
tough. He's so tough.
And you look at the lazy eye and you're like, I don't want to fuck with that guy, man.
No, I don't want to fuck with that guy. He'll probably, throw up on me during the fight.
Probably. But you know what? Cornette, he was very sick to his stomach over Donald Trump. So he called out the wrestling fans that voted for Donald Trump. I'll never forgive you or anyone else for being suckers. So here's what he had to say. So first it started out with Pro Wrestling Powerhouse saying, this is simply because I voted for President Trump and made it known publicly. Still a fan of Jim, still support the guy. And even though we don't fully align on politics, we do on some topics, I still think he's one of the most logical men when it comes to professional wrestling. No, he's not. He's funny, though. And this is what Cornette had to say.
Okay, I've unblocked just to remind you that it's not my fault you chose to reveal you voted for or failed for Schindler. That means part of the responsibility for all that's happened is yours, and I'll never forgive you or anyone else for being such suckers. You caused this, you piece of fucking shit. Stace, get my fucking shotgun.
Can you imagine being this old and this just, like, ruthlessly brainwashed and stupid? Like, I couldn't imagine being in my 60s and being this fucking boomer brainwashed. What a way to live, dude. There's just so much hate. Always so much hate. Never sees beyond the big gold picture, especially, this motherfucker signed a Luciferian contract. Why is he playing dumb?
What the, I mean, Jim, just smoke weed. Just fucking, like, start. I mean, you got the psychedelic background in your post or in your profile. Start smoking weed. I mean, maybe it'll make you happy. Maybe we'll get happy, Cornette.
He was in the business.
That's fine.
That's what pisses me off, is he was in the business. He had to sign a contract.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
is he playing such a fucking dumbass for? What does he get out of this shit?
Seriously, Jim. I mean, come on. You know the deal. You know the deal. All right. You could keep squealing on social media, or you could just, I don't know, smoke weed and shut up.
That'd be a lot better. Yeah. But I would prefer that from Jim. But he's not going to do that. He loves being angry. He loves the power of it. Chelsea said reaction to seeing the hat in person, 10 out of 10 joy. I don't even know where the fuck this hat is. I don't know who would make a 100-foot, I don't know how fucking big this is, fucking 25-foot Chelsea green hat for. Why would you make this? Why would you create this? Who, like, I want to say it's AI, but I actually think some fan was crazy enough to fucking make this in their backyard. Just saying.
No, I think somebody did actually make this. Yeah, wow. That's pretty crazy. It looks like it's what, about 10 feet tall and about, my guess, about maybe 15 feet wide, something like that. It's a big fucking Chelsea green hat. Like, what's the point of this? I don't understand. Like, do you have anything else better to do with your time other than making giant hat replicas for whiny SJW wrestlers? I don't get what you're doing here.
She's not gonna fuck you.
No.
She's just, I think she, at this point she's a lesbo and she just keeps Matt on, as her beard. That's what I'm thinking at this point. You see the interactions with her and Blake Monroe, you know what's up.
Oh yeah, no, there's something there's something going on down there. But I mean, from what we've seen of Blake Monroe, I mean, yeah, maybe she's upstaging Matt Cardona in a specific way,
Possibility. Steph DeLander says some stupid shit though. One of her buddies. So Nixie XS, that chick that was in the bathtub on the last week's news, said, I made a video in a bathtub about this. And Steph says, yeah, my husband isn't going to watch a video of you in a bathtub. Oh, like nobody mentioned her husband.
Right.
What type of weird insecurity is this?
I mean, she's probably like looking down and she's like, fuck everybody. What the fuck did I do? This is your fault, Nixie XS. This is your fault. Random bitch that I'm arguing with on Twitter. This is your fault. You did this. No, bitch, you did that. You chose to do that.
Well, especially especially when you see that video with her and Lana. And Lana's, supporting Croatia, and it's just fucking double D's flying everywhere. And then Steph DeLander has these fucking alien A-cup tits. And it's like, well, what the hell's going on, man? It's not even comparison.
It looks like just loose skin flaps that are what? Ugh. Like, why would you think that looks good? It doesn't look good. No. CJ Perry's looking phenomenal. And apparently a little bit of news with her about her surgery. She had IVF surgery, so she wants to have a kid. Good for her.
Nice. Okay, well, hopefully her and Miro have a kid. But
yeah.
Steph DeLander, she had a very unfortunate incident at her doorstep, and she thinks Shotzi is a culprit.
What the fuck? Shotzi!
Who dumps water on it and then fucking stomps on it afterwards? I can understand dumping the water on, but why you gotta fucking stomp on it if you know it's a burning bag of shit?
God bless her. She's not the brightest bulb in the drawer, but I can't say anything nice about her. I'm sorry.
She is an unfortunate soul. But so is this woman right here, and they're probably friends too. Jordan Grace said, we're slowly moving into a world where there will be AI actors and people will be paying for virtual meet and greets. Bookmark this. And fucking 797 horn dogs made sure to bookmark that shit. So I don't deny her. I think it's very much a possibility.
Yeah.
So I can't rule it out. I think it's funny to see Jordan being one of the more enlightened people on the main roster. Bald should be a more socially acceptable hairstyle for women, not pixie cut, bald and smooth. Why don't you show us what's up? Why don't you be the leader? Shave your fucking head bald. Be like Jade Cargill, but without the wig. Come on, man.
Yeah, go bald, Jordan Grace. Don't go like Jade Cargill bald. No. That's some pussy shit. Now you got to go horseshoe bald. You got to go Paul Heyman bald. You got to leave a little bit around the sides.
It was weird. I don't know if you saw that picture recently of Cena. He did another head shave because he was going back to Turkey, and he's starting to get the natural horseshoe formation in. So it happens when you hang around with Paul Heyman too much. You get a natural horseshoe. That just happens. But viewers' discretion is advised for this next picture. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay.
I'm ready.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ew. How feminine. Look at the femininity there.
Blasting off. Are your rockets blasting off? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, so feminine, huh?
Like, what was she hoping to point out with this? That there's a bunch of fucking weird fetish fans that we have now? Is that what she's pointing out? I don't understand the point of doing a weird back topless photo showing off her fucking Clydesdale butt. I don't get this.
I mean, shit, she might as well say like 1 + 1 = 2. We know the fans are weird. We know they are. They're simping over mommy Rhea Ripley, okay? Like, we know how weird they are. They're calling Rhea Ripley mommy. That's what we're talking about. Grown adults, people that supposedly have jobs, and maybe some of them still live with their mommy, who knows? But like, people are fucking sipping over this. Why?
Awful, just awful. It can't be explained. I don't know if she's trying to do this to get in the good graces of Triple H, probably, but that's what it seems like. I think that's why all these muscle bitches like her and Michael Lockwood are doing all these revealing photographs. They want to get the monster push in WWE, and they know they got to show a little skin, so it is what it is, I
Please
guess.
book me, Triple H. Here, let me give you some muscle fetish porn.
No thanks.
It's great and all, but I got Rhea, I got Sammy. Sorry, no need for you. We'll send you back to TNA.
Hey, even Jay Cargill, man, that's the one black chick he's down with, just saying. But let's go ahead and show you Kid Bandit, who said, "Really disheartening to see support for trans folks diminish over the years." You have to understand that what you're doing is a gimmick, and you'll eventually realize it. It's like people going goth or punk in high school. It's just, unfortunately, some people do surgical things with that. Hopefully you didn't do any mistakes like that. Hopefully it's just a cosplay.
Let's hope.
Yeah, we'll see. But Mercedes said her fair share of marquee stuff. Right here, she's pointing out that she wants Bayley at Wrestle Dream. With Bayley supposedly being done with her contract in August, it could happen, just saying.
It very well could happen. I mean, she's got that 90-day no-compete, so August, September, all of August, all September, August. Yeah, I mean, that could work out. I mean, if Wrestle Dream is towards the end, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe she knows something we don't, just saying.
Oh, I think they know. I think they know, and I think they're talking.
Oh, yeah. Well, and Monet felt the need to tell Dave to fuck off. So, she said at Dave, "Well, we're waiting." I don't know what that was for, but then followed it up with pointing at him and laughing at him. You sure you want to do that, Mercedes? You ain't going to get a 5-star match anymore. Not a good idea, just saying.
He's like, well, just because you did that, Mercedes, your next match, it's going to be 3 stars. You really fucked up.
Yeah, you could be going up against Takafiji Fakahodo with the top fucking Joshi bitch, and it don't matter. You're not getting more than 4.75, so that's the way it is. Mercedes was asked about if she'll ever return to WWE, and she said, "When they induct me in the Hall of Fame." So she even knows it's bullshit. That's why she put up that guardrail. She's going to be in AEW for the rest of her career. Mick had some stupid shit to say. So he actually thought this was Stephanie Vaquer.
Oh, God.
Said, "I saw the shirt and the horns at my convention today, and it seemed like a good opportunity to wish Stephanie Vaquer the best for her speedy return to the ring. Don't think of injuries as a setback, Stephanie. Think of the way to reset and recharge and come back better than ever." And she's like, "This fat fucking idiot actually thought that was me. Whoa, I need to hit the gym." Hope she does.
I mean, she does look like Stephanie Vaquer's mom,
Definitely. Or, yeah, just definitely got that mom look to her. So Mick is officially no longer under WWE Legends deal. I don't know why he felt the need to cut a 3-minute long video telling us this when we already fucking knew it. That's why he signed with AEW. But Mick is losing brain cells. He maybe forgot that he signed with AEW and felt the need to let people know. So, just deal with his old age and his failing brain. It is what it is.
Poor Mick Foley, What? I mean, at one time he was a great wrestler, and now he's just some SJW Santa Claus. You hate to see it. I hate to see what happened to him, man. But this is what happens when you go when you lose all your testosterone, when your balls are completely gone, and you. Mick, why did it have to happen to you, buddy? Why did it have to happen? Just say no to the estrogen shots. Don't get them.
This guy used to fucking grab at divas' asses back in the day in the Attitude Era. Like, what the hell happened to him, man?
He used to not give a fuck, and now he's Cuck Foley. Damn.
All of our favorites are getting cucked out, even Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash says he threw a corn CD out of the window after 30 seconds. Here's what he had to say.
Glug, 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 glug.
I just remember everybody was telling me about corn. I was like driving. I was by myself. And I was in a Lincoln Continental. It was one of those deals where I was so into at that time of my life. I was so into Tupac. And that whole death row sound that corn was so far from mine. I listened to like 30 seconds of it, ejected it, put it in the window down, and slung it out the window like, no.
I mean, a lot of corn is shit. There is some good corn out there, but
Sure.
I mean, especially if you're listening to all rap, you're not going to think corn's good music. Just saying.
No, it's not going to be up your alley.
No. Neither is a company called Orange Produce, or Produce, whatever.
Oh, that shit company.
So this dork said, if you cancel an existing booking with Produce for another independent contractor gig that isn't a full-time contract, all future bookings will be terminated. Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Orange Cassidy, it's your first fucking show. Settle the fuck down. Your first show, who the fuck did you think you are? You wouldn't be shit without that MyAEW deal. Shut the fuck up.
Right. I mean, seriously, that's the only reason why Produce matters at all is because they're on the MyAEW streaming platform. But let's be real. Wouldn't Produce do better viewership-wise on YouTube? They probably would.
I think it's one of those things where they're trying to look at it like, hey, if you work with the MyAEW, get into AEW. No. All they're doing is they're looking for their own ID system, and they're trying to get any podunk indie who's not signed to ID or working with ID to work with them. It's as simple as that.
Oh yeah, no, that's really what Produce is. It's just Tony Khan doing a fucking favor job to Orange Cassidy's promotion, and you watch Produce, and it's just another indie fed. Really, that's all. It's another indie fed with Nick Gage coming out at the end like a fucking crackhead. Yeah, I'm the motherfucking best. I'm the toughest guy. I'm like, buddy, you couldn't beat an egg. Are you kidding?
I think Seth Rollins could maybe take him a fight. Maybe. Although, well, let's talk about a real fucking tough guy. Yeah. I'm crushing your ass. Your non-existent ass. I'm crushing it. What is there's no butt there. What are you trying to pinch?
Well, this is, in my opinion, this is CM Punk just trying to put on a front. He's trying to, let people know, yeah, I love my wife. Yeah, I really love her. Is the camera off? Good. I hate that fucking bitch. I can't wait to fuck the other NXT rats. Yeah.
It's weird how much he has to go out of his way to say that he really loves his wife. Now, there's a possibility that maybe he does really love his wife.
Yeah.
But it comes across as the type of thing a dude does who fucks around with too many chicks, and he's trying to prove that he still loves his wife. You see this mentality all over social media, just saying.
Well, yeah, it's like he's overcompensating. It's like, dude, it's like, what are you compensating for? Seriously.
Maybe a tiny cock, who knows? He's got a lot to overcompensate for. So Rico recently said, hey, everyone, listen, neither New Day or Shamo is coming to AEW. For one, I kick Kofi and Creed's ass in Tekken. They know that. And two, I simply just kick Sheamus' ass. It's easy. Don't get your hopes up. Aha! Why do you feel the need to let us know that you would beat them in Tekken? How is that knowledge that would benefit it in any fucking way, shape, or form?
Yeah, that's so intimidating. He's gonna kick your ass in Tekken. Oh man, I don't want to mess with that guy.
Nobody plays Tekken anymore. Come on, man.
Right. I mean, Tekken's a fun game and all, but it's in the past. It really is. You got fun games to look forward to. You got that new Doom game coming out, or the new Doom DLC. So there's that. I don't know what we're talking about Tekken for. Tekken's a fun game. I'm not shitting on it. I'm just saying we got other games to be focusing on right now, you know?
Exactly. Other games, like GTA 6 coming out soon, but
that's right.
RJ City said,
Guy in airport, love your show. Sorry you got it canceled. Good. I need everyone at my gate to think I'm Kevin Spacey.
You look nothing like Kevin Spacey. I don't know why they would think you're Kevin Spacey. What are you trying to tell us, RJ? Why would Kevin Spacey be the first celebrity you think of? Who you got in your basement? You got Stewie in the basement? What's going on, man? What's going on?
What's going on? The world needs to know.
Very strange. But I will say that Sami, he had some Mark shit to do. Like this picture here of Johnny Gargano, red-faced, laying on top of a prop box in the back, and Sami saying, "True believers." Is he trying to say he's going to drop the title to Johnny? Is that what he's trying to allude to in this photo?
I hope he does. That'd be fun. That would be funny.
It would be Triple H getting his shit in. I wouldn't be surprised. I know that much.
No, I wouldn't be surprised either. But what I'm surprised that they didn't really push Johnny at all. They're just having him lay on production crates, you know.
I don't know what this is leading up to. Eventually him getting fired, I know, but who knows if it leads to some sort of storyline. I will say, though, that Sammy, he's been riding with the belt in his car as a person. He's been even taking the title out on dates. He takes out one of those Elon Musk robots and just puts the title over its head. So he's a very strange man. He literally is probably fucking the title. I don't know. Who knows? Very strange man.
He's doing what Paige did to it, you know, having guys do their thing on the you know.
You got to season the belt, right? That's what it is. It's seasoning.
A WWE title's like a fucking walk. You gotta season it. Right?
You got to get it in there. But I will say I'm sick and tired of this. I know you are too. So Cross had to suck Sammy's cock, and this is what he had to say.
I think it sends a good message to the future of pro wrestlers.
And this is what he had to say.
I'm really happy for the human being Rami to finally be awarded this position.
Oh, God.
I think it sends a good message to the future of pro wrestlers when they're looking at a career, trajectories, decisions being made, perhaps subjecting themselves to the things they don't want to be involved in or do creatively. Then there was a path for this guy who clearly was never figured into the plans, especially the larger plans, that larger-than-life superstar people. He did it, and I think it sends the right message to young people getting involved in the business. Perhaps anybody who in a place where they feel stuck or stalled have been around for a while. I think it sends the right message to the locker room, too.
And what I would say to Cross, I would say, then why do you waste so much fucking time in the gym? Why do you waste so much fucking time training to be a badass? Why do you have a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu if it don't fucking matter at the end of the day? What are you wasting all your time on your body, on your tattoos, on your gym to look like you look and act like you act and be the tough guy you are? Why are you wasting all that time? Explain then.
I just what the hell happened to Cross? Like he went to the Indies and like all the testosterone has left his body and he's just this estrogen tough guy. Like what he's turning into fucking Mr. Rogers. You gotta ask your Matt Riddle, like, hey, are you my neighbor? Like, where's this fucking going? Like, you gotta put the fucking red sweater vest on and do all that shit? Like, come on, Cross, what are you doing?
He's thinking if he keeps on licking Triple H's butthole and all his creative decisions that Triple H will give him a sympathy hire back on a lowball contract. I think, honestly, Cross is to the point where he would take a lowball contract just for himself. Just for himself. I would probably leave Scarlett over at MLW. He's willing to do anything he can to get back in, and this is what he's doing. He's greasing the wheels.
Because I'm such a good guy.
He knows how Triple H works. That's what it comes down to. When you know how Triple H works and he loves having his ego stroked, you do what you got to do. He's playing ball. A very dirty game of ball. Let's say that.
I mean, I could even add in like hey, CM Punk, you want to have a little bit of time with Scarlett? Go ahead. I'm a really nice guy. I'll bend over and take it in the ass to get back in WWE. Can't you tell I want back in WWE? Please bring me back. Please. I don't want to be on the Indies anymore. I want a downside guarantee.
He's the new Matt Cardona. That's what it's coming down to.
I'm so happy on the Indies, but please let me back in WWE.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
It's like the first chance he got, he was like, yo, I'm back. Fuck yeah, I'm in WWE. I get paid to get injured now. Woo!
Dude, he simultaneously, this is the thing about Matt Cardona that people don't realize. He simultaneously told NWA, GCW, and JCW, he was working on all three companies, told them all to fuck off at the same time and left his responsibilities. Because keep in mind, Vince Russo made him the JCW world champion.
He did.
And at the time that he became world champion is when he showed up on SmackDown, which is so fucked up because Triple H knew that he had already made him champion. He was like, all right, I'm going to time it so he debuts just when he wins that shitty title. It's the evil amount that Triple H has in him and the disdain for all sorts of things considered competition is it's palpable. It's crazy that a man is this petty when he's already winning.
Right. But what's that old saying? Pride cometh before the fall.
Oh yeah, and he's gonna fall hard. I say that much. He's gonna fall fucking hard.
Damn right.
I tell you, man, these weird AI farms they're cranking out some weird shit. Like, no, this would never happen. I mean, it would be Triple H and Cody, not Rhea and Cody. Come on, get it right.
Yeah, Triple H or Cody or Pharaoh.
Yeah, one or the other. Definitely not a heterosexual relationship.
No.
But, though, somebody did a fair bit of squealing about Sami Zayn. And it was on the Coach and Bro show. So that's time for JD. JD had to do a lot of whining, and here it is.
Sami sound like a jobber. He's a Grand Slam champion. He won the title. He's a Grand Slam champion.
Wait.
Okay, I'm just telling you factual accolades.
So he really won those matches. He really became.
I'm talking about what we're watching on TV.
Bro,
I'm not some mark who's going to take everything that we see as legitimate. Okay?
Of course not. JD, this is a dude that they put under a mask. El Generico. That's where he should have stayed.
That's how he broke into the business, Vince.
That's the level.
Everybody's somewhere.
Right.
Well, he also wasn't he a gingerbread man right before he became.
He was the gingerbread man.
He was a gingerbread man, right? The gingerbread.
But every moment that we talked about Vince was putting the title on Mick Foley a mistake. No, was putting the title on Bryan Danielson a mistake. No, Kofi Kingston.
Yes,
no,
it was.
No,
it
led to nothing, Vince. It led to nothing. It was the moment in time that will be relived when you and I are long gone.
Listen to me. Listen to me. If you put the belt on a guy and your audience declines, that was the wrong move.
Vince, the audience was declining when all these moments happened. Regardless, the audience isn't coming back. Sami Zayn winning the title. The Sami Zayn winning the title situation is not going to usher in new fans, and it's not going to lose any more fans. They have their fans.
I understand
that. About their ticket sales and their numbers and their revenue. That's all they care about. And their social media numbers. That's all they care about. They don't care about making new fans.
Right. Well, I beg to differ.
They don't care.
I beg
if they
to
cared,
differ.
they'd write better television.
Yeah, I beg.
But Sami Zayn being treated like a jobber in all these discussions, I'm not speaking specifically to you, but everybody, every circle, Sami Zayn has, and I heard you 13 years, he deserves it. Everyone deserves it. But people that said that work closely with Sami Zayn and seen the road that he took. Sami Zayn's 13 years spans a lot of different eras. He worked with Vince. Vince buried him. He didn't make him anything. Sami Zayn is the most integral part of the bloodline, and without Sami Zayn, the biggest storyline in company history is not where it is today.
JD, you have a stroke over there. Settle down, my friend. Settle down. JD, listen to me.
You're the one who has him on the brand, dude. Just saying.
Well, guy, you're the one who has him on the brand, and Sami Zayn was the most integral member of the bloodline, not Roman Reigns.
Well, that tells you the NXT dick sucking that JD holds on to this very day. If Andrade had stayed with WWE and was still pushed, he would be clamoring for Andrade to be WWE World Champion. The fact that Sami won, all it is to him is it's the black and gold days all over again. We're winning. It doesn't matter that the show was fucking awful. It doesn't matter there's no stories. I got my champs. All they care about at the end of the day is who's holding a belt, which is retarded.
Well, and just think about he's got the accolades. Who get you don't need the fucking. Did Brock Lesnar need the accolades to be the world champion? No. Did John Cena? No. You don't need the fucking accolades to be the world champion. Are you a draw or are you not? And Sami Zayn, quite frankly, it's not that big of Trick Williams, Obafemi are bigger draws than Sami Zayn.
Oh yeah, no, they show it. I think they show it, and I think they have a lot more potential too, long run. Yeah, no, I'm so sick and tired of accolades because at the end of the day, they're all participation awards. That's all they are. It's like, you've been with WWE long enough, you paid your dues. So here's your shitty fucking title reign. Enjoy. That's what it is.
That's all it is. It's a fucking, and really, if we're being honest about it, this is just a fucking transition champion. They're going to put the title right back on Cody Rhodes. Maybe they'll even do it tomorrow night. Who knows?
Could be, just saying. So let's go ahead, and before we get down to the ratings rundown, I just want to put over what we got on Patreon this morning. Triple H is a bad booker. Sami Zayn is the world champion. We talk about where Triple H plans on going with this pitiful title reign and why he made Sami champ and basically what it's going to lead to. It's going to lead to either Cody or Punk winning the title back for sure, but a lot more than that. So go ahead and check that out on Patreon. We got it coming out on Mist next week. So yeah, sign up Patreon, only $1 a month. You get exclusive stuff every single week. So make sure you check it out. So without further ado, let's get to the ratings rundown where we talk about these terrible ratings. So you want to start out with TNA?
With TNA, well, let's start out with Monday Night Raw.
Okay,
that's
go for it. I got two TNAs, but yeah, go for Raw.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm pulling it up right now, and I'm getting these numbers from Netflix's own website, from the TUDUM website. So that's a benefit of that. Okay, global shows. Wow.
You ready?
So this is a bit weird. So Raw ranked number 4 globally, but had 2.3 million viewers.
And that right there tells you, it's like, even if it ranked 4 globally, that must mean there's no competition on Netflix right now. That's how I'm looking at it. For them to get a number 4 rank with a 2.3, that tells me there's no competition in the top 10 right now for Netflix. Because that's all it takes is one shitty documentary, one shitty made-for-TV movie, and it blows them out of the fucking water. They're back to 9 or 10. So, yeah, what this has to deal with is just lead up for SummerSlam. Right. That's all it is. The number is not even a strong number, in my opinion. No. They're holding still. It's not sinking down to 2.0 or below that, but it's pretty much just treading water.
Well, what people got to remember about this whole Raw deal is like they're getting paid $500 million a year, yeah, for Raw on Netflix, but for the whole package of everything else internationally. The thing about this is that, you know, I'm not seeing anything for global numbers on SmackDown. I'm imagining it's a lot less than 2 million. It probably is in my guess, my guesstimation, but 2.3 million. That's a very low number heading into SummerSlam. So yeah, this is not good. And to me, I think the standard's going to be a little bit higher on WWE because it is live programming and they're spending a lot of money for it. They're spending $500 million for Raw and for everything else, but they're still spending a lot more money on Raw than every other show on this ranking. Like they're probably, I would imagine they're not spending $500 million a year on I Will Find You limited series or Avatar: The Last Airbender season 2 or Avatar: The Last Airbender season 1. I would imagine they're not spending $500 million for those shows, but I could be wrong.
Well, and that's why for anybody wondering, you know, in the United States, like Brian was talking about, why it's just one giant ad space now. That's how they have to make their money back.
Right.
It's as simple as that. And I mean, shit, even Dynamite's having to do the same thing with their fucking picture-in-picture all the time. They're slaves to TBS as well. Like, no wrestling promotion really has the power right now. They're all slaves to their networks if they have any network control. Even TNA, everybody is.
Well, absolutely. Like, that's the thing. Is like they are. Well, see, with TNA, apparently what was going on is that they wanted a certain thing, and Tommy Dreamer wasn't giving it to them. Tommy Dreamer was like, no, we can't do that. No, we can't do that. And the fat fucking chicken face prick got fired, and he needed to be because the ratings are going down. The ticket sales were less than half of what they were last year for last year's Slammiversary compared to this one. So yeah, I mean, he needed to be fired. But with that being said, it's like, yeah, for the most part, they are slaves to the network. The network wants a certain thing. They're paying a lot of money for it. You got to give them that certain thing. You can't do what Tommy Dreamer did and say, no, I don't want to do it, so I'm going to do things my way.
Well,
go rogue. See how that works.
It doesn't help that they got the fucking Johnson hunter back there either. You know, he's busy hunting for dicks. You know, it's like nobody's running the show. That's the problem. You need fucking stability. But let's talk about SmackDown, which has no stability at all. 1.206 million viewers. God, look at the crowd. Literally half of what we had previously for Raw. Check this out. Both in London too. I say at this point, why even bother? Just do one brand over London if you're getting that type of tune out.
I mean, you might as well, unless like USA is paying for live TV, just fucking tape SmackDown. Just tape Raw and SmackDown in the same fucking, have Raw be live, have SmackDown be after. I mean, yeah, you'll have like a fraction of the crowd left over, but you'd save a lot of money on production because it's all you're doing it all in one night in one venue.
They have for the UK shows. It's one thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's why like that we were able to show you that part in the beginning of the news about Cody, you know, is rematch being leaked. Because they're already releasing the tapings over here in Europe. And apparently WWE's not too happy about it getting leaked. It's like, well, dude, you're number one in town. How can you not afford to go live? Right. Granted, I think taping is a better strategy for them. I agree with you on that. But you're the number one game in town. It should be a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter. Like, honestly, the leaks should actually help you. And you think about it, you go, okay, well, why would they help you? Well, if there's exciting things happening on the show, seeing a readout, like a listing of what's going on is one thing. Actually watching the exciting things on TV is another. So it could actually serve as advertising for the show. But because Triple H wants to just mail everything in and half-ass every booking decision that he does, whatever's getting leaked is not very exciting. I mean, I would imagine that what was leaked was not very... Yeah, in fact, I did watch SmackDown this past Friday, and it sucked. It was awful.
What I saw being leaked was all banger matches. There's no storylines being leaked. It's just, you missed this amazing match. Oh, yay. I didn't see El Hijo del Viking Dodo on SmackDown. Oh, woe was me. The end of the world, I tell you. It's like... That's the type of stars, quote unquote, that they have on SmackDown. There is no star power. NXT is much the same too. 592,000 viewers. This is what we keep on telling them. It's like when you have Tony D'Angelo at his fucking worst. You have Shiloh Hill just being a goofy mid-carder. You got that one dork, Keanu Carver, trying to be like a tough guy. You broke up Dark State and you have them feuding with each other for whatever fucking reason. You got the deaf dude who sucks on the mic. You got a skinny gay dude and his boyfriends along with his muscle beard. And then you got the fucking human waterbed, and then you got Shinsuke Nakamura if he had an eating problem. Look at what is left of NXT. All they really have is Lola Vice. I hate to say it. It's about it.
That's really all they got, and so that's why they're needing Mike Santana. They're going to be probably bringing in Mike Santana and Enzo and Cass and anyone else they could get. Maybe even Eric Young as a talent on air.
Could
like
be.
I'm thinking if they're bringing in Eric Young, a producer is one thing, or it could be a thing where it's like he's a part-time producer. He's also part-time talent because they're gonna need all the talents they can get. And Eric Young was just working matches in TNA, so Eric Young can still go in the ring. So. I mean,
hey, maybe they're trying to do spare change. Who knows? Who knows? But I will say though that you ready for some Dynamite?
I'm ready.
Okay, so here's what we got for Dynamite. I believe I have it on here. Oh no, shit, I just got Collision. Do you have Dynamite's rating?
Yeah, let me look it up for you.
Okay,
Dynamite's rating. Theirs didn't come out, but the last one from the 24.
That's why I didn't see it. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, was 616,000.
Okay.
So we're not going to get the last Dynamite rating until like what, Monday, Tuesday, so
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's Collision. 3. Oh my God! Wow. So for Dave to be shitting on Great American Bash, look at what Collision's getting, dude. I mean, the only thing I guess the saving grace would be NXT was a super show, but even then it was on free TV. It's not like they were like having it on any sort of Netflix or anything,
No, I mean, yeah, it's not like they were doing anything, amazing with that. I think that Collision, was on, it aired on Saturday. This past one aired on Thursday, I believe. But yeah, so like this just goes to show, man, it's like TNA probably could catch up to Collision if they didn't have Hunter Johnson as their head of creative. But they're not. They're not. And like, I did watch the first Hunter Johnson TNA. The booking was, and I gave a little bit of a review on my Twitter, but like, the booking is proper. They're building up Ricky Sosa. They're building up who they should, but there was nothing exciting on that show. There's nothing. It's like, I have to tune in to watch the next week.
I mean, I will say it's cool that Heather and Em got victories in the tournament, so I'm happy for them. So that's good. But no, it's like besides wins and titles, it's like that's what's good. There's not going to be any stories coming out of Hunter Johnson. I can guarantee you that for sure. So speaking of TNA, they're June 18th, 255,000 viewers. This is the one they're jerking themselves off about and saying, we're not hurting. See, we're good. We're fucking why? And what world is 255K good when Collision shits the bed at 300K?
Right. Well, and this is the June 18th episode of Impact. So I think this is the when the news broke out about Tommy Dreamer getting fired and everybody else getting fired. Like this is, I think a lot of people tuned in just to see what the hell was going to happen, and because they didn't realize it was taped, nothing was going to happen. So, so do you have the June 25th episode of TNA? You have that rating? Okay. So whatever good number they got, down to 188,000.
This is what they get right here. This is what they get with or without Tommy Dreamer. I have to say Tommy Dreamer did not matter at all.
No.
He really did have, like, he had no impact at all over the show. I'm sure he wasn't the one responsible for bringing back all those talents. I'm thinking it was probably a guy like Eric Young, a former, like, so a TNA lifer, or Eddie Edwards, somebody like that was helping to be the Rolodex. But no, they didn't need Tommy Dreamer. He had no impact whatsoever over the show, even not being on it. So this is the pathetic fucking number you get, and why TNA is not holding any water, and why I don't think they're going to go anywhere, man. Just saying.
I really don't. I mean, because like you need to, if your show does not have the following three things: holy shit moments, I can't believe they did that, and you mix it in with logical booking. If your show does not have logical booking and holy shit moments, your show is boring, or your show does not make sense. Either one, like either way, you're going to find a reason to not connect with it. So, you know.
Well, when's the last time that TNA did something outrageous and exciting?
Cricket. Like I'm going to be real. The last time, like for me, the last time was like when they had ODB show up in the like throw like chunks of fucking pureed meat on the Elegance brand. Like that was the last exciting thing on TNA.
For me, it was when Ash by Elegance grabbed her tits violently in that match.
Yeah.
That was probably the coolest thing that I've seen in a long time at TNA. But I'm not going to watch an episode of TNA for the possibility of Ash grabbing her tits.
Right.
Especially when it literally is, it's just another wannabe NXT at this point, or another wannabe Ring of Honor. It has no identity. They don't try to stand out. Ricky Sosa is not a future superstar. He has no charisma whatsoever. He's not even that good in the ring.
Well, to me, Ricky, all he's got, and I'm not trying to shit on the guy. He's just, but all he's got is bang bang Sosa. I'm sorry, but that's
he's Black Seth Rollins. Cool. Yeah, it's like you got a theme song. Cool.
He's Black Seth Rollins with braces. I mean, cool, great. I like it's. And I'm not trying to shit on the guy because I guess there is maybe some X Division talent in him, but world champion. Nah, you got to be great on the microphone. And I've seen him cut promos.
Well, that's what I'm saying is you don't need Ricky Sosa when you already have BDE, who's better. Just saying.
Or Bear Bronson.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of like a fairly new talent. African-American, cruiserweight. BD already has it good. I mean, for a former YouTuber, this guy, he's good. I'll say that much.
He is. No, he is. And there's definitely something to be built up there. But, like, to me, I would just build a Bear Bronson, man. Like, good on the mic. He looks, I mean, yeah, he's a bit of a fat slob, but, like, he could probably bulk up and look more imposing, more intimidating. But, I think he'd be a better world champion. You'd get better promos out of him more than likely. You can somewhat kind of sort of take him seriously. Ricky, I'm sorry. Every time I see those fucking braces on Ricky, I can't take him seriously. Your world champion should not have braces. Nothing against people with braces. I'm just saying, you know, like it. Yeah.
Right. No, and I agree with you with Bear Bronson because he's a younger and talent. At least he brought in his wife Gabby, who's a good talent as well. Yeah. Bear, like you're saying, he's got a good look. He's good on the mic. He's a leader of a faction now. It makes all the sense in the world to really give him that shot. Who I think is going to be getting the push is Mustafa Ali. I hate to say it. He's getting better, and I give him that. But I think Mustafa Ali, I think they're going to really try to build a company around this guy.
I don't hate that, but at the same time, it's not, holy shit, I got to go out of my way to see this, you know? Like, that's the problem. That's like whatever match mark, whatever wrestling fan out there, like when you're watching a show, if it doesn't have holy shit moments, it's already failed.
Yeah, and that's what it just comes down to. So it is what it is. So that covers it for ratings. Do you have any more?
Let's see. We covered the last NXT 592,000.
Right.
Yeah, we're done with the ratings. Yeah.
Cool. Go over to Super Chats. And V-Rock was saying, only Noseman would give the WWE Uber driver a tip in the shape of a world championship. So stupid. For all us long-termers, all us ones who have been watching NXT since the NXT Sucks days, we knew it was only a matter of time. I knew it was only a matter of time. I figured it was going to happen at Royal Rumble, but it really feels that everything was fast-tracked. It feels like a lot of Triple H's plans are on fast-forward right now. Why? Yeah. I don't know. A conspiracy mind would be led to believe that he's getting all the shit in before he cleans his desk out. But I don't know. It's very weird because that's the rumor that everybody was hearing is that either Sami was going to win the Saudi Royal Rumble or he was going to win the title in Saudi. So for them to jump the gun immediately, you know, into the summer of 2026 when he's supposed to win it, 6 months after that? Nah, something's going on. Just saying.
Well, let me take a look real quick. I want to look at the SummerSlam chart on Ticketmaster and just see what they're doing. Okay, nights 1 and 2. Let's do the 2-day combo. I would imagine if you're going to go to the show, you're probably getting the combo.
Yeah, would make the most sense.
Okay, let me take a look here. Accept and continue. It's loading.
While you're doing that, Alejandro was saying Steph DeLander is just an injury botch machine. Oh, agreed. And that's my big thing about her. It's like, if she hurts herself, whatever. Like Chelsea Green, whatever. Just, you're fragile. I get it. You're like CM Punk. But, like, if you're going around, you're injuring other wrestlers like Deonna Purrazzo and Shotzi Blackheart, both in the span of a 2-week period. Weird, you know? Like, you're not a good wrestler. It's something, and obviously she wasn't a good wrestler if TNA just like threw her to the ground and said, no, we don't need you. Triple H threw her to the ground and said, I don't need you.
Nope.
I don't even think, did Tony hire her for Ring of Honor? I know he hired Mance. I don't think he hired her.
I think he hired them briefly and they just left.
Mance is still there doing work. I've seen him from time to time.
Yeah.
So Mance is still being used, but yeah, I think he gave up on Steph DeLander and I don't blame him. So, yeah, for sure. Well, you got anything on that?
So I'm looking at their seating chart right now. And it looks like they've got about maybe 200 to 300 more tickets available left, according to Ticketmaster. I mean, you figured it would have been sold out by now. I mean, shit, they sold out last year, no problem. This one, They've marked the tickets down. In fact, what is the cheapest? Okay, 176 for the no. That's what it's saying here is 176 for the cheapest. I mean, these are marked down. Like that's the thing. Like I'm looking at the balcony seats, 231, 205, 231. Yeah. Jesus.
Terrible,
oh my
man.
God.
Alejandro was saying Evolve as NXT with Down syndrome. Well, and that's the most frustrating thing too, is like, if you want to know why Evolve is as bad as it is, it's booked by ROH's old booker, Gabe Sapolsky.
Yep.
So they literally got one of the most match-markiest match marks of all fucking time to book Evolve, and that is the development to NXT. So if you're wondering why we're getting in what we're getting in NXT, it's right there. Everybody wanted Gabe in the job. Like, Gabe's amazing. Gabe will do it right. No, he's just going to be another match mark. Like, there's nothing really helping NXT right now besides maybe Shawn Michaels coaching a couple of these talents. Besides that, NXT, it's hard to have hope for it. Just saying.
Well, it's hard to have hope for it because, like, you know what the bookers are, and you know that Triple H is ultimately in charge of it all, and you know what Triple H's priorities are. It's like, yeah, Enzo will be brought in, but they're being brought in to bolster NXT to take it to AEW. That's all they're doing. That's the main reason why they're being brought in my opinion. I don't think Triple H, if he has any control whatsoever, will want Enzo to be on the main roster. That to me seems more like a TKO move. But yeah, it's because if you know how Enzo left in the first place, Triple H never liked him.
No, Enzo hated him. I remember that in that documentary, he wouldn't even look him in the eye. He was just talking to Cass the whole time. I was like, wow, you don't really like this guy. So yeah, no, he's always hated Enzo, and it didn't get any better when Enzo was on the main roster and got kicked off the bus by Roman Reigns. He was making a lot of enemies. I'm sure he's a lot more of a humble guy now, a better guy. I've heard about him being a great coach on the indies, so I think him and Eric Young could really help out a lot of these youths. They need all the coaches they can get back there. Just saying.
They need all the coaches that can get back there, but they also need people that can draw. Like, it's bringing in Eric Young and Enzo to be coaches is retarded. You know, that's like bringing in Shohei Ohtani to be a coach. It's like, motherfucker, you could still play. Go out there and fucking swing that bat. What are you doing?
Absolutely. No, it's strange, man. It's strange. So, what was it? Alejandro was saying, I've heard people call Oba fat. LOL. Really?
What? Well, Obafemi's fat? Come on.
I've heard people say this before too, and I look at it like, dude, that's what he is that's natural buff for you.
Right.
When you get big naturally, or you're mesomorphic, when you're naturally big on your own, that's what you look like. He's got those Uganda genes. I've seen a lot of those guys. They're naturally fucking big. They can get naturally fucking huge, and that's why he's got a little body fat on him. I mean, it's not insane. It's not like it's Kevin Owens. He's just like, for a guy that's 260, a natural heavyweight, that's a natural gut. You can't expect him to have a fucking six pack. Just saying.
No, I mean, but like, yet these fans were like supposedly giving passes for Keith Lee. You know?
Oh yeah. Well, and just the comparison, you know, too. It's like Keith Lee was a tough guy as well.
Sure.
But sure, he had a big fucking barrel gut. You know, it's like we held him accountable for that. You know, that's one of the main reasons that Vince had to send him back to developmental. He didn't like how undisciplined he was.
We're going to make you the Bearcat. We're going to have claw marks on your tights. Yeah.
I know it was a throwback to a fucking old wrestler, but nobody knows. Sure. Nobody knew who the fuck Bearcat was. Just saying.
No, nobody knows who it was. Hey, NC, I'll be right back.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, I kind of had to be right back. Hold in with me, dude. I'm holding it in right now.
All right, okay, I got you.
Let's get this going. Alejandro said, wrestling in the indies sounds like hell. It is what you make out of it. I know some wrestlers that have made good careers out of it and have really done all they can. And I wish them all the best. I mean, VHS, I hope he has an awesome career. I love what he's done already. Human Tornado, another great indie wrestler out there. There's a lot of good indie talent out there. And it very much is, you know, it's one of those things where you got to put your work in nowadays with these promoters. If we were in charge, we'd be taking raw natural talents. We don't care how long you'd be putting in the industry. If you can show your skills and you're ready to go, especially if you're not as injury prone. That's the one thing, is the more time you put on the injuries, the more injuries you put on. By the time you make it to the big leagues, you're already beat up. I say get these talents when they show off their talent right away. Or if they taken some time off and healed, get them.
No. They haven't paid their dues.
That's what it comes down to. It's stupid, man. It's fucking dumb, but that's unfortunately how it is, man. Chapter was saying JD is willing to be beat down by Russo LMFAO. It feels like that. I think it's probably one of those things where after the call ended, he's like, "Don't you fucking dare make me look like a fucking asshole mock him again, or I'll sever my ties. You need my 175,000 followers, bros."
Bro, you're just some mark that I brought on my show. Yeah, you got 170-something thousand subscribers, bro. Good for you, bro. You're still a mark.
I'm the fucking draw. Oh, it's just like it's sad because that's the thing. He's never gonna change. He's always gonna be